in Rivers
Carry on.
State. Yes. Talking about what Nigeria can take from this World Cup. Like your guest over there said, I don't think they said more they should take from this World Cup, rather that they should prepare. Yes, the next World Cup is in 4 or 3 years' time. If adequate preparation is being put in place, and we give a good coach chance to handle the team and have his players in place so that the next World Cup will be part of it. You see what Otuado is doing to Ghana, even though he has resigned. You see what Salif is doing to Senegal. He's doing a very good job. Let's have belief in our indigenous coaches and not always going to abroad to bring those coaches that will not give us any good result. At the end of the day, it's a waste of money, resources. So if we have belief in our indigenous coaches and give them the chance to work, I believe they will go far, more than we'll have in the foreign coaches. Thank you.
Thank you very much right there for getting on board. I thought you said there was no lesson. You've reeled out about 2 there. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, this is not Embra Basi. I call again the Chelsea photographer.
Okay, go on.
Okay. This Nigerian matter like this, the thing they shock me.
Bro, are you
This
sure?
man,
I don't understand. You say you are the Chelsea photographer. You are sounding like I don't know. You know that thing when they say something is drawing. Because you can't snap anything like this. So they would have kicked you away from the booth where you are snapping Chelsea.
Number 1 Chelsea photographer calling you all the way from Rivers State. No be slow.
Location not needed. See, analyze something. I don't understand. This thing, bro. Come on.
We'll talk about this our Nigerian coach. That man, to me I say them forgive that man time.
Is that what you learned from this World Cup?
And waiting I just observe. And you get waiting I won't talk again also.
No,
you get some players. You get some players and we suppose this test as in from those away. Like we don't discover say this player for Chelsea na Nigerian. This Faustino Anjorin. But I never ever hear any way Chelsea don't say they don't make steps. When Nigeria don't say they don't make steps to invite that guy, even go get opportunity to play for us.
Okay.
So I don't know. Mona find way talk to this our Nigerian coaches. They make them they try. They go deeply. Search for our Nigerian players. I beg.
Okay. No problem. Thank you very much right there for getting on board. Slow Chelsea photographer. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Raji.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, good on the line.
You're welcome, Wilson.
This World Cup, an African country, they surprise me, they inspire me a lot. Especially Morocco and even though Cameroon, Morocco and Ghana, I mean, even though they didn't qualify. So for me, the rest in way Nigeria after qualifying, that is if we qualify, because Nigeria they can do anything. You understand? Because a team that can lose against Algeria team B, I'm sure for them to qualify in World Cup, they have to fight very hard.
We drew 2-2 against Algeria team B. Calm down. You people should be calming down.
You know, it's not the same thing as losing.
No, it was a draw. It's not.
Maybe team B, maybe team A.
It's draw.
So for me, if we qualify in next World Cup, if we are facing a team like Brazil, Argentina, or all those big countries, Belgium, all those big countries, you have to go there with the determination that you are going there to win, not to just after is Brazil, after is Argentina of Messi. That time Messi will not even be there. But even if Messi is still there, don't go there and be hoping I'm going there to play against Germany of Kai Havertz, Argentina of Messi. Go there as if you are playing, as if you too you are a big team. You understand? Abubakar yesterday, he didn't care whether I'm a one-time world champions or first ranking team in the world. They put on the fight, and eventually they get the result they wanted. The same thing to Ghana against South Korea. They did very well against Senegal against this team. Ecuador, they did very well. Morocco against Belgium, nobody expected them to win Belgium. Draw with Croatia, you understand? But they did because of that determination. We Nigerian fans and players, sometimes that inferiority complex is over our mind. We don't think we can do this thing. We cannot do it. You go there now to just fight for jerseys of all those paper then. So for me, we have to learn a lot.
Okay.
You have to. It must be unity in that national team. If penalty, this one is our penalty taker. After him, as in if the player is not on the pitch, this one is second penalty taker. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if that understanding is not there, like Belgium and co, say Belgium too, because of that misunderstanding themselves. So for me, we have to understand ourselves, the coach and the player. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wilson says we have to understand ourselves. There is a lot that Nigeria needs to learn from this World Cup, especially from the African team. A lot. Team building. Senegal, they have a coach who's been with them for 6 years. You look at the players, well, the way they built the profile of the team. 12 of the players that were called up by Senegal were born outside of Senegal. 10 of the players from Tunisia were born in France. You look at the situation with Morocco as well. 4 were born in Belgium. 1 was born in the Netherlands. Not to talk of the other ones that were born in France and other territories. So this idea of we have to cast away the diaspora players, did it. Cameroon avec Maxime Choupo-Moting, Brian Mbeumo, Christopher Vaux. Those are the 3 players I even remember quickly off the top of my head that were not born in Cameroon. They played for Cameroon.
The guy who scored the first goal against...
and Jean-Charles Castelletto.
He also wasn't
not born in Cameroon. And you know, the list goes on and on. You have to find a way to build. Diaspora, mix it together with the ones that are here. You go to Ghana, Inaki Williams, Tariq Lamptey. The ones that they brought after they obviously beat Nigeria. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, hello.
Good afternoon,
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
This is one second on the line.
You're welcome.
My name is Ebuka, or you can call me 1 second.
Go. Hey, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Zaka.
No, not Zaka. One Bisaka, not Bisaka.
Ebuka Bisaka. Oh, yeah.
For our own, what do we need to learn for this World Cup now? We need to do our own. Every African are waiting for this World Cup now. Our own. There's no foreign manager. And we should also try one day to go another country, an African country, to bring another manager to put our own. Whether we go work. We should leave all those foreign managers. So this are the season now. We should be offer Portugal the amount of money where they go. They are not go feel refused. We can try them. Or another African coach, we see try them. If you don't come work, we focus on our own. And another observation why I need to put for this our boys, for them to wake up, that you stop keeping jersey for them. They should apply the way the England is doing. There's nothing like Nami get number 10 jersey, Nami get number 7 jersey, Nami get number 6 jersey. We should stop that. Anybody that wants to start the match, we should wear from 1 to 10, as England normally do sometimes. They should apply another method of development to the team. So all those keep my jersey for me, I don't like them. We should stop that. Whether I know where anything will improve our team again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ebuka Bisaka. Sorry, Ebu Bisaka. I think I just made a good, coined your name well. Ebu Bisaka.
I mean, everyone is saying, dude, why I say let's qualify for the World Cup is simple. When we qualify for the World Cup, at least we are there. We'll make sure we're there. I'm saying that if we look at Africa as a whole, what did these other guys really, really do that is, maybe apart from Morocco, that is out of the world? Senegal, their fans wanted them to ask Aliou Cissé, but then they kept faith with them. Rigobert Song, hell, dude did not even merit the job. Let's even be honest from the first. In fact, qualifying for the World Cup was like by God's grace. Algeria fumbled. You scored a 180.
We don't
minutes
care.
goal.
What we're
Okay.
asking you is what Nigeria should learn. You said
What,
nothing.
what Nigeria should
And
learn
for
is
you, as
basically
long
to
as you
qualify for
said
the
it's
World
not-
Cup. We
and you
should
said-
qualify for the World
You
Cup.
see, that's the problem.
That's basically
The
it.
problem I have here is this emphasis on results.
Because it
Results,
was the
results,
same
results,
idea
get
that
results.
we had. Okay, no, we need to play fine football. We need to do this.
It's
thing.
not
We
about
sacked Gennaro.
playing fine
We are
football.
we're not hearing. Let's have a structure. Let's have
It's not about
stability.
play. It's not about.
We
playing fine-
had that with Gennaro.
It's not about playing fine football.
Okay, it's about
My
what?
position has always been built to get results. No
Okay.
one is against you getting results. I mean, I want to get results. Everyone wants to get results. But the question is, Morocco are getting results now.
Of course.
They are not playing ethereal football. I knew what I saw before the tournament that made me say they were going to qualify.
Get a clear for
This is a team that has 6 clean sheets. They had 6 clean sheets before that goal they conceded. By the way, to me, Morocco has still not considered a goal because it was an own goal anyway. But hey, you can say yes, they considered
enough.
good, but it was an own goal. I'm going to say this. If you have a structure that comes from in to out and out to in, there is a lot of lessons Nigeria can learn from this World Cup. 100%.
I mean,
Off
all
the
the
top
lessons.
of my head.
All the lessons we should have learned them a long time ago.
No, no. We know that, and yes, there. But this is another opportunity to push the red button and say, look, let's start again.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying it is because you have a new board on Adam, and I'm pretty sure they're listening. And I want to say this for starters. This idea, there is no accountability whatsoever in our national team. When I say our national team, I'm talking the Super Eagles now. We'll get when the bridge for the under-20s and under-17s, we'll cross it.
And the female.
When that bridge comes, we'll cross it. When I say accountability, I mean amongst the players. There is no Nigerian player that holds his teammates accountable. I'll tell you an instance. Senegal. Push came to shove. We messed this up. We're about to wet the bed. Kalidou Koulibaly took matters into his own hands and scored a goal and said, guys, we are not going to lose this game. We are not going to draw this game. Every ball that came to the defense, man hoofed it to Mars, hoofed it to Jupiter, hoofed it to planet, anything. The guy didn't want to see the ball. We're leading 2-1 now. I've scored the goal that sends us through, and he did everything possible. Look at the current Super Eagles
William
team now.
II did it against Ghana.
No, he didn't.
It was 1-0.
No, he didn't.
But we didn't.
No, he didn't. I'm just saying,
His William
the question
II did
about
against Ghana.
accountability. No, I mean
He did
someone
against
to
Ghana.
hold his teammates accountable.
Yes. He
And
did.
tell the guys, we're not going to
He
wet the
even
bed.
took the penalty
Bro, come
from
on,
an
not just
Osimhen.
that.
You could see the fight.
Look, fam.
I mean,
Look, we're saying players who will not wet the bed. Guys who are about to wet the bed. If one person, I mean,
One
if
person can't help
Listen,
the
if he
team, you
leads by example, it's a different thing from that for that energy to translate. The energy has to translate to the rest of the team.
this is an 11-team.
Calm down, Josh.
competition.
Do you believe or do you agree that energies can be transmitted?
Of course, they can.
Look at Kalidou. Look, the reason why I'm saying Kalidou Koulibaly is because when Abdou Diallo saw him make that first clearance, saw him make that first batch into Valencia, I was like, my captain's doing this. I'm leaning into that. And then across the back four.
Cosimo, do you know that
Josh.
do you know that Nigeria's football this year, or let's say Super Eagles football this year, is bordered on just one match, that Ghana game. If Nigeria had won that game, I know it's permutations, I know you could say multiverse, I know you could say alternate realities and whatever the MCU has delivered for us for all the movies we've watched. But if Nigeria had qualified for this World Cup, this whole year, I can bet it that this year will be totally different from what it is for the Super Eagles.
I agree with that
This
position.
whole year.
No,
So,
I agree with that
You
position
can't
100%.
just say that the players are not accountable, no one wants to step up to the plate. I mean, it's not like that. It's 50-50.
Josh,
You can't just pinpoint.
Josh, Victor Osimhen aside,
Okay.
tell me one Super Eagles player. Topmost is here.
Okay.
He's been around the team long enough. Victor Osimhen aside,
Okay.
we are wetting the bed. I mean, let's
Kelechi Iheanacho did it against Egypt.
Example, the game we played, the fan fiesta game.
Okay.
I mean, guys were wetting the bed. If Ayodeji said we're not going to lose here, Topmost was on the sideline. He did. I mean, you have to have the energy that transmits. When you see your coach on the sideline jumping, your coach is shouting and saying, "Don't wet the bed, don't wet the bed." You are not going to wet the bed.
And then what happens if Ayodeji's free kick was saved? Who else would have stood?
The point is that people would have stood up.
Wow, it's not a certainty.
Come on, Josh.
It is not a certainty.
All right. Well, I understand FJ's opinion. I understand yours too. But the main thing here is what lessons are to be learned, right? I think number one is collaboration. Let me explain. And I'll take it in different phases, both administratively, technically, and then the 12th man. Let me start from the 12th man. As at the 2018 World Cup, I don't know how many factions of supporters club we had. As at that time, even before we qualified, but I don't think it had eaten that deep. But we made it to that World Cup. Supportership is very key. I believe so much in some energies that just transmit in the air, and it comes from people. Number two, still part of collaboration, still supportership. Results in, results out. Results good, results bad. I think in as much as you still want to knock a team, you should never stay knocking the team. I think we are fond of that.
And we are doing it
and
now.
we keep doing it. We stay knocking the team. Let me tell you what happens. That alone. The problem about the team is no more about the ability to play or about the potential or talent.
Yes.
It's psychological right now. And it is coming from the 12th man. I can tell you that for free. It is coming from the 12th man. I will now break the 12th man into two. One, supportership. Two, the media. Us. You can't be overtly critical about a team so that they lose. You kill the confidence of the team. You kill them. You kill everything about the team.
Everything they do now seems bad.
Everything you kill. And once you do that, I'm not saying this because I speak for the team. You understand? I'm not saying this because I'm the I'm the image maker of the team. But I'm saying this from in and out. Because I know the energy inside and I also feel the energy outside. It is too much. It is too much. Most times I see it and say, these guys are strong to even still answer call-ups. They are strong to even answer call-ups. You can't be talking like that about me and rain all the and I'll go. No, after all, you can say after all, I make money in my club side, and that's it. You understand? I think we can. We understand. Nigerians always seek. We seek an alternative to get happiness. If the air we breathe is very toxic, we look for where to quickly vent that. So the aggression is mostly transferred on these guys. But for how long? We can't stay knocking. Okay, Pikin don't do what you want to do wrong. You don't beat the Pikin. Come on. You want to keep beating the child over and over again. You damage the child psychologically. So that is supportership. That is one from the fans. And I think supporters, it's high time to come together. Don't come to the team's games singing different tunes. There is an energy they tap from each song you play or each song you sing. It resonates and sends a signal there. But when this one is calling Josh from there, Josh, where will Josh look at? Where will the energy come from? You said the Ladipo faction, Bonfrey, Abayomi faction, Ogufuwa. No, stop it. Return to status quo. You understand? It is called Supporters Club. You are there to support. So if at all you have your differences, you have a common goal to support. Unite at that point and support. Even just be uniform. those days when they would dress in one common uniform,
yes.
sing one common song, everybody, you know the energy you transmit. That the energy of supportership is very key.
Yeah.
There's a way it goes down. Oh God. Is it the game in Constantine, Algeria? Come and see energy. Or in Portugal where we have the flags already, come and see the energy. It's very, very key. And the moment you are right now, you are fragmented. And this one is singing Oshe Baba. This one is saying all we are saying. So I say, come on, trust me. That's a supportership agbiri. I'm sorry, for supportership infidelity. You understand? Yes, for supportership fornication or infidelity. It doesn't work. You are not. It means at heart you are not pure towards the intentions of the team or what you want for the team. Then the media, like I said, you can't be overtly critical. You can check by our writings, by what we say. We can check. We can say, okay, this, and let's be. Most times our emotions get into what we say. A lot of us have abandoned professionalism because of emotions. We know missing out on the World Cup as even we know what it has cost us too. Yeah, I'm talking about in the media. But at the same time, you understand, we must still help this team back. So no matter how the team does its bit in terms of technical aspect, I will now move to technical. You get a new coach, he's supported, gets support from both the local sphere here, and then that will scout for him locally, and then those abroad. By the time you do that in unison, you achieve the results. But no matter how good, go and bring Pep Guardiola. Once you have damaged the tools he will use psychologically, you have finished them. They will keep playing. They will play. But the heart is like, these people again. As I won't kick this thing now.
They are walking on eggshells.
Yeah, and a lot of people will now say, oh, they do better in their club size, but that should send a message already. That you've damaged these guys. We can help them back by just showing a little bit more love. And rather go to the area of concern. For instance, when we were to play a game, and then the last friendly, and they said some players were out injured. They were like, no, that's so then they do. Proud. I know one player, and I said, oh, come on. You're not even concerned if the player will come out of that so-called injury setback, to return to football. And that was why I made example of Eric Mwepu at that time. When they were saying, no, he's a big boy. The young man cannot play active football again. It means, say, the plan we get for in future. Yes, so the stream of the money where they flow, he has to start managing. We don't think of that.
Change careers.
Do you know players get to the field and die? We don't even think, okay, they don't finish this game. No injury knocks, nothing. No life-threatening injury. There are a lot of things. And then administratively, collaboration is still involved. In unison, take decisions that will move things forward. You understand? In as much as each unit has its own role independently, it's still interwoven. Most time when they say, allow coach free hand, allow this free hand, there's nowhere in the world you will get free hand, my brother.
Yeah.
If, for instance, I can see that you as coach and my best player is Sadio Mane, and you are benching Sadio Mane, my brother, I will call you, coach, I better come. Why did you bring this person? Why are you not bringing? I will ask you. Your free hand cannot be free to a damaging extent now. You understand? We will always question you. And then that's why each unit will check each other. Supporters and media will check. Administrators will also check the technical guys. Supporters too will play their own 100%, and administrators too will also check technical. You understand? We need to collaborate and return to when those days where all units will work together to achieve that result. Otherwise, we will remain where we are. But the key thing here, the key message here is, whatever has happened has damaged the team psychologically. The team is badly damaged psychologically. And the way to get it back, it's getting back. It's not just technical. Tell me, is it by the pattern of play? The difference is there. We've seen everything. We've seen the way they play and everything. But how about here? It has to be fixed by we, the media, fixed by the fans. Even as the administrators, they've gotten psychologists and everything to help the team. We should start helping them get back. And helping them get back does not mean we should not criticize when things go wrong. No, we can, but not damage, man. This damage is much. It's more that you feel it. You can't go into a war and then your face is down. Imagine you going for a battle and then they've told you you never win anything in life. You never do this, and you are going to a battle. How will you go to that battle? People will say no. It should charge you up for where you be rechargeable. Charge you from where? Where will you get the energy
that whole
from?
tough love thing doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Not everybody. It doesn't work.
In the 21st this century that we are in.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then you made something. You said
The energies.
Yeah, no. Before then,
Accountability.
Accountability. Are you saying the Italians are not accountable, or the Norwegians, the Swedish? Everybody gets you on now. You understand? Or Colombia. There are powerhouses, Chile. There are powerhouses that normally should be, but football happens. Well, again, go and check. Maybe they've been damaged too. And once you're damaged psychologically, it's this thing here is key to everything you achieve. Like if you are down, imagine you having a boss or fans. Each time you come on air, when you pick up, hey, 09040,009. I'm FJ. Hello, good evening. Come out, you know Sabi work. Come out, at the FJ. Okay, good. Hello, good evening. Oh, now this guy they talk. Say, all right, come on. Tell me, will you come on air the following day?
You would come, but it would be different.
See, you will call you go first mellow. You even first say, put me to night belt first. You will now go at night. Let me even see whether they no go call me. And the first call is, you don't come night again. I can't come out. They are dragging you everywhere. Guy,
Every day you pray, God, please.
You will even beg, say, please, can you move me to field? They even see you on the field again. They'll say, like this guy they did on there before. Now they file reports, they use phone now. Yes, you go say, move me to transport. I'm just trying to tell you, deal with that. Don't wait till we finish this thing psychologically. Let's help the team get back. That's just the message.
Okay, thank you very much, Topmost. Topmost says, don't wait till you punch them down.
Don't play.
It's too much. Yeah, stop. Okay, everybody, rest. That's the summary. Everybody, all of you, rest. I've said it before. We did not qualify for the World Cup. If thank God we did not go. If we had gone, we would have finished with 0 points. You don't do everybody. We are rest. Rest. 09040,889. 09041,889. So everybody, rest. That's the summary. Rest. Let's look at the way forward. Rest. Get on board. Hello. Okay, seems like you're not ready for what this is. You're putting yourself on hold. It's not me. Hello. Okay, try to get in. I remember someone telling to me if only Nigeria got half the support, the way Nigerians have supported other African teams at this World Cup.
No, the way we support our football clubs. Let's even leave that. The way we support our football clubs, Chelsea will lose 3-0 tomorrow, and Chelsea fans will still be optimistic the next day.
Hello.
It's not fair on these players.
Hello.
Hello, FJ. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Toshko.
Welcome.
Babafemi is talking about damaging their psychology. Do you know what they have done? Their damage it has caused to the Nigerian fans.
What does it cost?
For us, they need to pay us some compensation for damaging our psychology too, and our mind. You understand? Because when they are side the one aside, we went to Nations Cup, we couldn't qualify. You play against Ghana, you promised 7 and 8 that you qualify.
Sorry, can I ask you something?
Qualify.
Can I ask
The
you
four
something?
best match you have played, you couldn't win anyone.
Can I ask you something?
And you are telling us that
Wait.
They have damaged us more than we have damaged them.
I'm not going to have that. First question I'm going to ask you. When the team was getting results, regardless of the style of play, what did you say?
Sad Genatron.
Thank you very much. You didn't say anything. Hello, good afternoon. That's the question. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, Babafemi.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
FJ,
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Hey, how are you now?
I do. Like on more, I be pleased too.
All right, thank you. About Gulabi?
Yes. What's your name?
Oh, Mazi Fon.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I want to disagree with Babafemi when he said that the journalists criticize too much. The problem is not journalists criticizing. You understand? When you do well, you get commended. When you do bad, you get criticized. But that's not the point. The point is that the Nigerian journalists are too corrupt. You understand? I was following. Yes, I have to say this. No, listen, please. Prior to the last election, I was following the election. I thought on all the media outlets, I thought they would focus on the electorate, understand? Because it is when you bring me the flashlight on those who are going to vote. You make them be aware that they are accountable to the people, okay? Nobody knew who voted. Nobody knew those delegates here.
No,
everything was just...
unless you were not listening to Brila. Unless you
listen.
Did you listen?
Were you
listening? Listen. Wait. No, you can't just look at this juncture. Wait. Mazi, wait. At this juncture, you are beginning to cast aspersions, and I'm not going to have that.
Okay.
Were you listening all through the? Were you listening all through the electioneering period?
I was listening.
Yes, and we spoke to as many of the electorates as possible. Gave you news bulletins.
No, the delegates.
Gave you interviews.
Yes. Not those who were contesting.
Yes, the delegates.
I'm talking about the delegates.
Yes.
Not those who were contesting.
Yes, the state chairman. Are they not delegates?
Okay, listen.
The referees representatives. Are they not delegates?
Look at the point.
Coaches representatives, not delegates.
Look at the point I'm trying to make.
Okay,
understand?
What's the point?
So I expected that all those delegates, understand, you bring out their names, understand, so that people will know these are the people who are going to vote.
No,
they will be aware that people know them. You understand? But that is by the way. The second thing I want to tell you is this. It's not about. I want to agree with you when you said that the players are not accountable to the teammates. But they're not just being accountable to the teammates. They are not accountable to the fans. How do I say this? Why do I say this? How many of them have any form of relationship with the fans apart from what you post on social media? Do you understand? You have to come from the background. You have to come from the domestic. You have to come.
Which footballer has a relationship with the fans? Give me one footballer. That's the relationship you're looking for with the fans.
Do you know how you build a relationship with the fans?
Just give me one footballer. Give me a footballer that's a relationship with
How
fans.
do you build relationships, please? I'm listening.
This is how you build a relationship with the fans. When you play maybe in Ajegule or maybe in Onitsha, maybe in Benin or Sapele, stuff like that, you understand the feelings of the ordinary people on the streets. You understand the feelings of people. Okay? You know what? You know their vibes. Understand? Then when you get the opportunity to play for the national team, you understand that you are carrying their feelings. You understand? It's not just that you don't know how these people think. Some of these foreign-born players, when they bring them in, they don't have any feelings. They don't have any.
So do you think that these players do not want to be at the World Cup themselves?
I disagree with this your position.
Just what? Say that again, George.
I disagree with your position on this one. I disagree.
Okay, can I give you one example?
Sorry, Malga, you said players should have relationship with fans. I don't know. Yeah. So that the players should be calling you by name. What's your name again, sir?
No, not by calling. Let me tell you why.
What relationship do you want?
Okay, you always talk about Enyimba's winning the Champions League 2 times. Do you know that those players, they have what we call special relationship with the fans? When Enyimba play a match on a Sunday and win, you see those players on the street, they mingle with the fans. You understand? You see them, they have relationship. They go to the bars where the fans drink. You know that they have seen the pains and the joys of the fans when that photo is good. And when that photo is wrong, they know that it can't come out. They know that the fans will not like them when they come out. So if there is a bad result, they are going back to the second leg to make the fans happy. You understand that these people...
I'm really trying to understand what you mean by relationship with fans. I don't understand it. As they should come and be sitting with you and drink beer with you.
No. I don't mean that you calling fire. You have to have attachment. You understand the vibe ordinary people on the street. You have to understand
That is why I'm see sorry, my brother. That is exactly what I'm telling you. The medium to build that closeness to the fans, relationship with fans, is the media. You don't get it. Now we are the bridge, and once the bridge self don't already come the side of the fans, it don't enter. It is what we will feed you. Now you will carry for mind. Now you go carry for mind.
Media on one point, but who are those players? Do they know anything about Nigeria?
Well, okay. What
does Iwobi know about? What does Iwobi know about?
How do you know what he does not know?
It's like we need to Topmost. It's like we need to replace some of the IG live that we had with some of the footballers. Like of Maduka Okoye, we are singing all your favorite Nigerian songs. We are saying wow, so he knows all these songs. Singing national anthem.
It's not
Come
just
on,
the IG
guys.
lives, bro. The interviews.
The interviews.
Come on.
If it doesn't sing a national anthem, that would be a crime now. So,
not anthem, not anthem. Song. Nigerian songs. Yeah, Nigerian food.
Singing songs. Listen, Babafemi, singing songs is different.
Okay.
I don't think you understand the point I'm trying to make.
No, I don't understand because you say attachments.
Because where you are going to, I know where it is.
Wait, I don't know where Bruno Fernandes. I don't know how many fans he knows one-on-one.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I don't know how many fans Cristiano Ronaldo knows one-on-one. Please undo business first. That's more important. Have relationship with your customers is very important. You can see that side now. True, we need that medium. I know perhaps the love Nigerians showed the 94 sets.
It's because of the media.
It's because of the media.
I can say 100%. It is because of the media.
100%.
It is.
It's because of the media.
Because there was no more difference between the 94 set and the 2013 set.
Yes.
Based on achievements.
It's because of the media.
Because of the media.
And then perhaps because there was no social media
as well,
where a lot of bile and this thing could be poured. And then it was more about promoting the guys. And that helped the guys psychologically, and they in turn paid back by churning out good results.
And it seems like they're in a God status.
Otherwise, guys, go and check all the guys, the clubs they play.
They played for.
They play nothing. All this one they will come and Bobo say nothing. Go and check. I will start mentioning names. Go and check even your number one goalkeepers at that time. Your number one goalkeepers at that time compared to 2013 goalkeeper. Yeah. See, now sleep and death.
Number one goalkeeper then was a second choice goalkeeper behind Cameroon's second choice.
No. He never even entered that time. It was 98 that was second choice to Jackson Go.
Compared to even Maduka Okoye.
No.
Before he moved to
So that's what I'm saying. We understand we need more because then they spoil our own hustle.
Yes.
You understand? When I say spoiler, the results, they make our hustle pure. And once the hustle is fine, when I mean the results, we have clients that want to pump in money into our sector, and we all smile. You understand? And they won't look at the one guy that said rap is dead, but that may go down soon. All this, they won't look at that side, and they'll rather want to think of sports, our own field, and think of football. Whether we like it or not, football is the mother and father of sports. Yeah. And when you mention football in Nigeria, there's only one premium brand.
The Super Eagles.
Now, let's be very factual.
It's a fact.
Yeah. Let's be very factual, which is very key. I saw something come out now, yesterday. The most expensive national teams. Yes. No, Nigeria is first in Africa now.
First in Africa.
Yeah. Yes. Nigeria was second or third before. Nigeria is now first in Africa. There are a lot of positives you can begin to. I'm not trying to launder any image. I'm just saying, for us, you cannot reap where you've not sowed. For us to start getting some positives, you must put some positives too. So the guy asked for relationship with fans. Perhaps we need to build that bridge, good bridge. You understand? Yeah. Where there will be that relationship with the fans. And it is by what we say about them. It is by how we project them. Now, as we they carry person, now then go receive the person.
Yes, 100%.
You understand? Imagine you want to go and marry now, they tell you, that girl, hey, God Almighty, 84 abortion. Yeah, this. But she fine, she understand. But she fine, she see, she fine.
And she feel cool.
And she feel cool. But that thing they've already said is already in your head.
Yeah.
And,
But
and people will say exaggerating it. Yeah.
In as much as we would also fault the media, I would hinge more of the blame on the fans and indirectly on social media. Because Vincent Inyama is regarded as our greatest goalkeeper of all time. In that game against Greece, he made 2 mistakes. But everyone blamed only Sani Keita for the red card. And social media, everyone forgot about Vincent Inyama vomiting ball in that
And that
particular
nailed
game.
Keita never
And that he
returned.
nailed Keita's career.
It's not that if psychologically it was
Yakubu Ayegbeni missed a sitter, missed an open net, scored the penalty, and Nigerians have not forgiven him till date. But Asamoah Gyan has missed 2 World Cup penalties. He missed against Czech Republic in 2006, missed against Uruguay in 2010, but the Ghanaian fans put the blame on Luis Suarez. They forgave Gyan. Yes, they will blame him, but they put the blame on Luis Suarez. They transferred the aggression. They showed him love. They supported Asamoah Gyan. We did not support Yakubu Ayegbeni. We did not support Sani Keita. Sheyi Olofinjana made a mistake in 2004 for the team, the Tunisian equalizer. We did not support Sheyi Olofinjana. And when we vilify a player, that player's national team career is done. It has been something that since I was born, I have known. You make a mistake with the national team, and your national team career is finished.
Let me give you something about the Brazilian national team. They go into every tournament as favorites. The 80s was a very bad decade for Brazil. And they had the assemblage of apparently one of the best squads.
Socrates,
I think
Zico.
Socrates was
Zico.
yes.
That was their era.
And it was exit after exit after exit, despite that wonderful squad.
Yeah.
I'm sure even the supporters would have looked at it that you don't, because overtly they were as in the criticism about that team was too much. But it's time to you flip it, show small love.
Out of 32 teams, only one will win.
That squad that even won the 94.
They don't get.
They don't get the depth
The 86 team.
of the 86 team. Yes, yeah. And that's just it. And that's football for you. The same way some people will tell you, the 2013 squad, they know. Go and look at the players we did and compare. You will see the depth. You will not say them. And that's why they were able to. Plus the heart and the love that came. Because at some point, everybody was like, okay, because we had this coach and we love this coach. And people,
love for the coach.
And a lot of people in the media loved the coach and wanted it to go the way of the coach. And then what you would write or say or read was for the coach. It worked. And the moment it flips, now the end be that too.
Yeah. And I think the moment the coach proved everybody wrong too, I mean, everybody just, you know what I mean.
The moment the media started falling out with coach,
Then when results were shaking, people were still saying no, we can God rest his soul, we can still stay with this coach until he had to.
And that was the same thing with him, same thing with probably even cannot trust, same thing with Amodu before him. That considered us for 2 World Cups and he never coached us in 2 World Cups.
I agree 100%.
The fans.
Well, of course, let's take 1 or 2 calls and quickly pay the bills and go to the DSTV World Cup show. Hello,
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so my name is Akan.
Welcome, Hassan.
So I'd like to say that what Babafemi said is actually very strategic. Real strategy at its highest when it comes to managing the mindset, the media, the mind share also of the Super Eagles brand, as it were. I mean, just yesterday, the British media was already hyping Phil Foden.
Bro,
and they went one of his
Messi.
They said one of his teenage coaches even said that he could even be bigger than Messi. Excuse me. Just no. Foden of yesterday.
2 World Cup goals.
Because of 1 or 2 things that he has done, they are now comparing him to Messi. So yes, so I buy 100% into what Babafemi has said. Yes, there is criticism when it's due, but it's time for us to rebuild our team, and it's not the lack of talent or the energy physically, but now we need to work on them, their psyche, we need to work on their spirits and all that, and we, all of us, are the ones to make that investment. And he's very correct. It's only the media that can transmit that that much energy into our players and also into the fans as well. And just like she said, there are other big countries that didn't make it to the World Cup. Is there something wrong with them? It's just that football happens to you, just like he said. I mean, I've been listening to what he's saying, and I think that this also applies in many other areas, aspects of life itself. So right now, it's time for us to rebuild our team or our teams, and we need to begin to be strategic. So I'm hoping that you guys in the media can actually, maybe among the Sport Writers Association of Nigeria, I know you guys used to be very strong in the early 2000s, late 90s and everything, when somehow my family had some things to do with you guys, not directly professional, but I knew you guys. So I'm hoping that you guys can come together and sit down and discuss Nigerian sports, not just the administrators discussing it or the players, but that you guys can also sit down and discuss from a sport writers forum, your own platform, and then begin to see what you can do to invest. And I'm saying this with evidence. When Germany was knocked out of the World Cup, I listened to the interview of the SA president of the German Federation, and he said that they had a roadmap. And the roadmap is that when they get back to Germany, they're going to have a meeting, he himself, Oliver Bierhoff, the coach, and he mentioned one other person. Yeah. I don't remember what Oliver Bierhoff's role is in the FA, but four of them are going to sit and have a team manager. Yes, okay, team manager, okay. So they're going to have that meeting, and then they're going to sit down and discuss. And then even so, I think also it's important that if you guys are having this parley, please also discuss the issues around coaching. Do we need to replace a coach every time he or she fails in national assignment? Yes, because if we do so all the time, I'm not saying there's no need to do so at times, but then where is the sustainability? Yeah. So, and all that. So I'm just contributing my 2 cents. I hope I made it
100%.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I really, really must say, makes a lot of sense to me. Let's quickly, of course, take this breather. The DSTV World Cup show. Powered by DSTV. Now live on Football Live.
Football Live.
This is football's biggest season. Welcome to the ultimate game on the planet. World Cup 2022 is here for every fan and every home.
Ronaldo with a shot. Oh, it's gone in!
Now you can watch all FIFA World Cup matches from as little as 2,950 Naira on DSTV. Enjoy the finest moments from Qatar live and in your local language on SuperSport. Only on DSTV. Here for Nigeria, here for every home.
Welcome to the DSTV Qatar World Cup 2022 show. Yes, indeed. This is where we're bringing you the good gospel of the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup. The excitement is more intense. The biggest stars are already on display. We've seen 48 games, 16 to go, 7 games from glory, 1 final, 1 champion. Hey, today on DSTV, you would see that big game between the Netherlands and the USA. Will it be total football? Will it be super soccer? You can catch the action on DSTV. Argentina will take on Australia. Do you know Lionel Messi could have been playing for the Australian national team? Do you know? I know a lot of you don't know that. But Messi could have been playing for Australia today. Don't ask me how. Ask me why. Because back before he was born in 1984, when things were very hard in Argentina, his father, Jorge Messi, wanted to relocate. They wanted to take the family to down under. They wanted to take them to Brisbane. So the greatest footballer of his generation, arguably, could have come from Australia. And then I've been wearing the Socceroo colors. he would have won like 3 Asian Cups. And maybe Barcelona would not have signed him. He would have started playing for Brisbane Roar. And then somehow he will end up in the Premier League. And then probably by now he will maybe be a Premier League legend. Or he will be a nomad. Who knows? I'm very curious to know what would have happened in that timeline. But hey, Australia against Argentina is on DSTV tonight. So what are you waiting for? Make sure you get your DSTV decoder. The Samba boys. That 20-year wait, are they going to end it? Remember, Brazil always have the 20-year cycle thing. 20 years, 20 years, 20 years. They have a clear path to glory, my friend. I mean, you win this one against Korea. You meet the winner of Japan or Croatia. And then you probably beat Argentina in the semi-final. So you're already in the final, Fremo. Hey, could this be the year? Switzerland go through that group with them. Brila stopped Cameroon from progressing. How poetic. When Cameroon were beginning to have a flicker of hope, when Serbia took a 2-1 lead. And Bolo went straight down the other end and said, no, not again. I'ma deny you twice. Once is not enough. He did it in the first game, did it in the third game. Said, hey, yo, no hard feelings, no hard feelings. And Bello said, Cameroon fans, I'm red. I'm Swiss. No hard feelings, no hard feelings. I'm back. Let's hear from DSTV. And of course, when we come back, still the World Cup 2022 show. Powered by DSTV.
This is football's biggest season. Welcome to the ultimate game on the planet. World Cup 2022 is here for every fan and every home.
Ronaldo with a shot. Oh, it's gone in!
Now you can watch all FIFA World Cup matches from as little as 2,950 Naira on DSTV. Enjoy the finest moments from Qatar live and in your local language on SuperSport. Only on DSTV. Here for Nigeria, here for every home.
Yes, indeed, 09040,889, 09040,889. So get on board. Still the World Cup Qatar 2022 show powered by DSTV. Well, we're already asking you what lessons Nigeria should pick from that World Cup. This World Cup in Qatar, what lessons should Nigeria pick from it? Get in. Let's take your thoughts and your reactions. What lessons do you think Nigeria should learn and pick from this World Cup? Different positions, different situations. Remember, Group E had one of the group of deaths. Japan, Costa Rica, Spain, Germany. It's Germany and Costa Rica that go home. Japan and Spain that progressed. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
My name is Suburu.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, we are still on the post-mortem following our loss to outside by Ghana.
No, we are not on the post-mortem. We're asking you what we should learn from this World Cup.
I know I'm getting there now. You're not a patient person.
No, because you said post-mortem now. Whatever post-mortem, we can't be doing post-mortem again.
We are still doing it now. I know sometimes people after 20 years will see assume their bodies to try to do some things. Okay. Yes, so as the case may be, you see, all the African teams for the first time took local coaches. Yes, and we can see that this has been one of the best performances by African teams in a long time. I still believe that our removal of Eguavon was so hurried. We should have been more patient. Yes, even I called Brila back to tell them that, look, there's something that happened when we played Denmark then, when Ebersan put sand in our eyes. We shouldn't be too fast to underplay some things. You understand? And funny enough, luck was not on our side. The red card came into Iwobi, and we lost to Tunisia. Everybody may want to blame the coach, but I think there were just one or two technical lapses. But removing the Guavon then was too fast. They should have allowed him and given him some time. So what we have to learn is patience. You see, I am a national fan. I don't know, maybe that's why I have patience. You can see what Arsenal did in better. Even with the poor results coming in, they allowed him to stay. Fans were calling for his neck. They allowed him to stay. And now, even if at the end of the season, Arsenal may not win the league, but they have created an impression, and definitely they'll be in the Champions League, and that is progress. That is progression. You understand? I know that sometimes sentiments come into play. We lose patience, we cry, and all that and all that. But it's part of life. Sometimes you win some, you lose some, and from your defeats, you learn what not to do to avoid that defeat. You understand? So, but we are too fast to want to kill this coach, throw away this coach, bring a foreign coach. Okay, right now there's another coach now. Nigerians are all shouting, take him away, crucify him. That's the way they did to Jesus Christ, crucify him. You understand? So we are so fast to want to change the things. Like Denmark now, for instance, before Denmark got this golden generation, for some time they were in oblivion. They were in oblivion. I can remember the last, after France 98 or so, there was nothing about the German team, Belgian team. There was an ordinary team. But with time, they built a team and got this golden generation. And whether people like it or not, they may not have won a trophy. But last time, they were third place. Even in the Euro League, you can see how they perform. You know, that is a progression. Now, these people, they've reached their peak. Next time, Belgians will build again on some youthful players, and maybe in the next 4 or 8 years, they'll have another generation of players, and that is how things work. So we should have a path that we work towards. We shouldn't be too quick to crucify our players or coaches. Look at the football Nigeria played in the group stage of the Nations Cup. It was fantastic. It was robust. That shows you that Eguavon has something in him. They have lost to Tunisia. Yes, it happens to everybody. It happens to the very best. They should have allowed him to remain, play the qualifiers with Ghana, then we continue from there. From the mistakes he has made, we will now continue. Okay, look at the Ghanaian coach that has said he wants to resign. People are not saying, why do you want to resign? Why do you want to leave the Ghanaian team in a lurch? You understand? Probably they believe that if he should continue on this path, by the next year again, Ghana would have improved better. So there's a progression path for everything. We shouldn't allow emotions around us to the extent that we throw away the baby with the bathwater. So that is my take.
Okay. Thank you very much right there for getting on board. That is not that was a take, not a hot take. Because I know a lot of people will be having hot takes. One hot take, France will not a hot take, France will beat Poland. Hot take, Australia will beat Argentina. That's a hot take. You can catch both games on DSTV. Fiat de le bleu. Hot take, William Saliba should be starting in France's defense ahead of Konate, Varane and Upamecano. Not so hot take, Kylian Mbappe is better than Ousmane Dembele. You can catch all these guys on DSTV in the coverage of the FIFA World Cup. Hot take, Denmark were the most disappointing team of this World Cup. Only second to Serbia and ahead of Belgium. But let's take a word from DSTV. It's still the World Cup show. World Cup football show powered by DSTV.
This is football's biggest season. Welcome to the ultimate game on the planet. World Cup 2022 is here for every fan and every home.
Ronaldo with a shot. Oh, it's gone! Messi.
Now you can watch all FIFA World Cup matches from as little as 2,950 Naira on DSTV. Enjoy the finest moments from Qatar live and in your local language on SuperSport. Only on DSTV. Here for Nigeria, here for every home.
Still 09040,889, 09041,889. The DSTV World Cup show, powered by DSTV. Yes, indeed, we're still taking your thoughts and your reactions. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, FJ.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I greet you, sir.
I greet you. What's your name?
Archman from Owerri.
You're welcome, Archman. Location not needed, though. Carry on.
Yeah, please, I want to talk about the fixture, today's fixtures.
Go on.
Yeah, Holland versus USA today. There will be a shocker. You know, in this World Cup, many things are happening. Yeah, I still stand on it that many things must surely continue.
So it will,
in this round of.
So it will happen in the Holland USA, not the Argentina Australia, have you?
No.
Because
that Holland.
Because of your own agenda.
No, it's not because of my own agenda. Let's talk about football. In terms of football, you can't compare this. It's football, but no comparison at all. If you talk about Argentina and Australia.
So there's no comparison in that one, but there's comparison between Holland and USA. Thank you.
My brother, I want to talk about the two matches.
Okay.
This USA, yeah, they will win that match.
Okay.
Yeah, they will surely beat Holland.
Okay.
And for this Argentina and Australia, it's a minor business here.
Okay.
Because you cannot come and tell me that Australia will beat Argentina. Okay. I believe it.
But USA will beat Holland.
We all know that there are many things that happens in this World Cup. You know,
but USA will beat Holland now. Oh, I can't tell you that Australia will beat Argentina, but you can tell me that USA will beat Holland, have you? Don't worry.
FJ, please, you should have
DSTV. It's still tomorrow. It won't be around till tomorrow. It will be on Football Live tomorrow. Hope you just have your DSTV. You can watch the two games on DSTV. I should believe you, but you will not believe me. Can you hear the guy? My own is make sure you have DSTV and you catch the two games on DSTV. The Netherlands versus USA game, the Argentina versus Australia game. Who is the one that they've shocked in this World Cup? You say this one. Somebody a team that's the only thing they used to do is splash money. They beat Argentina. You're telling me, this one. Bro, you don't get to pick and choose, man. If there's an upset in the first game, there equally will be an upset in the second game. Don't forget that tomorrow France will take on Poland and also England will take on Senegal. Upset alert, upset alert. We are not afraid of any team. Elage Diouf. Can Senegal upset the Three Lions? Can one lion of Teranga, one lion of hospitality, can it match the Three Lions of England? Will the Eagles, the Red Eagles, will they turn the blue? Will they turn to blue against France's Les Bleus? Will it be Liquor Store Blues? Hey, what about on Monday? Will it be more of the same, please? When the Nati take on the Seleção. Two selections against each other. Who will be selected by the gods of football? The Portuguese selection or the Swiss selection? Catch it on DSTV. Will the Samurai Blue wield their swords again against the Blazers of Croatia? Will the Manga Mitomasan Asano-san Don-san? Will the Sons of Japan Japan-san, will they get the result against Gavatska and set up that meeting against Brazil? Will the Seleção, the Canarinha, will they stay on for the exile when they take on the Taeguk Warriors? And hey, what about the Atlas Lions of Morocco? Will they tame the fury of the Spanish? This game's on DSTV. Live and in HD. To join in on all the incredible football in action at this World Cup, make sure you reconnect and upgrade to DSTV Compact using the My DSTV app today. But let's take a word from DSTV. Yes, indeed.
This is football's biggest season. Welcome to the ultimate game on the planet. World Cup 2022 is here for every fan and every home.
Ronaldo with a shot. Oh, it's gone! Messi.
Now you can watch all FIFA World Cup matches from as little as 2,950 Naira on DSTV. Enjoy the finest moments from Qatar live and in your local language on SuperSport. Only on DSTV. Here for Nigeria, here for every home.
Still the World Cup show powered by DSTV. You can stay connected to the greatest Qatar 2022 moments by getting on DSTV Auto Renew. With DSTV Auto Renew, there's no disconnection, no waiting, and no stress. So download and log into the My DSTV app, click on Pay Now, select your package, your payment option, and select Auto Renewal, and you get to stream all the World Cup action live and catch up on all that you've missed simply by downloading the DSTV app on iOS and the Play Store and enjoy the greatest moments anytime and anywhere. And you can also get to enjoy high-definition experience with world-class expert commentary in English, Pidgin, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. Plus thorough analysis and 4 dedicated Qatar 2022 channels on your World of Champions Super Sport. We're still taking your thoughts and your reactions. What did Nigeria learn from this World Cup that you're watching on DSTV? Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, G.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah, Choka.
You're welcome, Chuka.
I want to predict the match today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there will be an upset for sure. Yeah, Argentina.
Oh, your own is Australia, Argentina. I mean, that's where the upset will be.
No, see, the two matches will be difficult. I'm seeing the two matches should be being an upset.
Oh, the two matches together?
The two matches together.
There will be upset in the two games.
Yes, the two.
So
the two
we'll see Australia, USA
okay.
quarterfinal.
Yeah.
I actually like that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I will love it. I love it.
Oh, you are a novice. Okay. That's a very interesting thing. It's Nigerians that should be ready to watch, and that's true. So the winner around, that's where you now decide, okay, if this person wins, this is the country I'll go to. All of you people that are planning to, that's the game for you. You see, we all have different things we are seeing from this World Cup on DSTV. Everybody has different things. Me, I'm all for the action, more for the analysis, expert commentary, world-class definition, the high-definition games on DSTV, and the expert commentary on Super Sport. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
FJ.
Yes, my man.
How do you walk now? Happy weekend.
Yeah, same to you. How's it doing? How you doing? How you living?
I'm fine. Everywhere. Well, thank God.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, Edo speaking.
You're welcome, Edo.
Yeah, talking about Nigeria, what's the plan? What the Super Eagles and our world around the affairs of the football in Nigeria should learn is that team is not built on one day. Teams are not built. The football team is not built on one day. Like what the last caller said. He said, I guess he said he's an Arsenal fan. You can do what happened to Arsenal. What happened to, I think, Liverpool some time ago when they employed United Club.
Yeah.
Yes. So they gave him time to establish his thing. And we are not doing that. Do you know that the spirit controls the physical? You know. The spirit controls the physical.
100%. I agree with you.
if you employ a coach, to my own perspective, I've not seen what Ghana did wrong to start him. Same thing with what's the other coach? This is a Guavon. But what I'm trying to say is, Ghana that was winning everything for them. They even took them to this stage.
They gave him
what they did. What they stuck him, you know. Nobody will have come to explain it to us. This is of the country. So what I learned there is that my own side is we give any coach that will employ take time to build his team and leave him to do his own will in the team, not by them giving him instruction. Because he's been employed. Yes, you can give him instruction, but not to the extent of you must do what I said. Yes. So that's what happened. If you check when what is the name? What is their name? France. Check the team that came to France got back then, 2014 World Cup. They didn't do well. But they won 2013. The same coach also got them here today. So what are we trying to say? What am I trying to say is, a team is not built on one day. A football team is not built on one day. We should give any coach that we employ a chance. Look at what is it called? Senegal. The same coach for 7 years. If I'm not mistaken, the same coach. I don't know. I think sometimes he doesn't get the result, but they left him there. Sometimes they don't get the result they wanted, but they will leave him because Baba, we trust in you. You know you will deliver. They are the first African team to qualify for round of 16. The same players. They lost the first match and they came back strong. So our FA, blaming the players, I don't see any. The players not commit any crime. Don't blame the players. We should blame our FA. Whenever we expect somebody to coach his team, give him time. Let him build his own team. Then, if he builds his own team, he's not giving you results. Then you give him the back door or the front door. That's my own take. We should give coaches time to do their own, to have their own team. Ateta has his own team now. Like us in Africa, he has his own team, and he won Champions League and Premier League for Liverpool. So what beating around the bush and the players? What did the player do? Somebody said you relate with the player. How can the player relate with you? Are you living in your place? You don't do with you. So you can live with them. What you need to relate with them is for you to give them support. That's the only relationship you get from them. You can give them.
Okay.
You're not going to give them money. So we should give the coach time to build his own team, and let's see what happens from there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right there for getting on board. Time is not our friend on the World Cup show powered by DSTV. Let's quickly let you know that if you're not a DSTV subscriber yet, take advantage of the ongoing DSTV decoder offer to enjoy every moment of the World Cup. For just 14,900 Naira, you get an HD decoder with a dish plus a 1-month compact subscription. Incredible, right? So hurry now and jump on this exciting offer. Join the lucky people who will enjoy every moment of the Qatar 2022 World Cup on DSTV. Remember to reconnect and upgrade to DSTV Compact on my DSTV app to enjoy all the action from the Qatar 2022 World Cup. You can also download the DSTV app to cheer for your favorite players on the go. Until next time, continue enjoying the greatest football season and more on DSTV.
This is football's biggest season. Welcome to the ultimate game on the planet. World Cup 2022 is here for every fan and every home.
Ronaldo with a shot. Oh, it's gone! Messi.
Now you can watch all FIFA World Cup matches from as little as 2,950 Naira on DSTV. Enjoy the finest moments from Qatar live and in your local language on SuperSport. Only on DSTV. Here for Nigeria, here for every home.
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM has gone beyond one league.
Premier League is not UEFA. Small body, my engine bigger gun. Leko, you already know it is Mr. Money with good news from Paris Match. And as person with sharp, you must collect this season for the year. Get up to 220% welcome bonus to bet on sport and casino. 500% ACA bonus for a bigger win and enjoy fast payout any day, anytime. And for the season World Cup special, win a share of the 10 million Terminator jackpot when you bet on Paris Match. Visit parismatch.ng to sign up today. Paris Match, they play, you win. For the year,
B-R-I-L-A, Brila. A bigger sports experience just for you on several platforms. Sports Radio. Brila FM. Enjoy our services on www.brila.net. Anywhere. Everywhere. Subscribe to Brila Sports TV on YouTube. Watch, like, and share our videos. Brila. It's a total sports media experience. Anywhere. Everywhere.
You are listening to Football Live.
Hey, sport fans, where you? Breaking news we day. Live updates with full ground. Transfer gist and confirmed gist with all the betalicious analysis where they inside sports. Now we deserve like hot cake. Sharply follow us on top Twitter and Instagram at Brila FM 889. For Facebook, follow Sports Radio Brila FM. Come still visit our website, wey be www.brila.net. Make you no miss anything as we carry on closer to the action.
Premier League is not UEFA. Small body, my engine bigger gun. Leko, you already know it is Mr. Money with good news from Paris Match. And as person with sharp, you must collect this season for the year. Get up to 220% welcome bonus to bet on sport and casino. 500% ACA bonus for a bigger win and enjoy fast payout any day, anytime. And for the season World Cup special, win a share of the 10 million Terminator jackpot when you bet on Paris Match. Visit parismatch.ng to sign up today. Paris Match, they play, you win. For the year,
You know, contributing your hot takes and opinions just got way easier because Sports Radio Brila FM is doubling down the fun by giving you 2 magical lines to connect to the studios. That means when you dial the numbers 090-40,889 or 090-41,889, your voice will be heard on the home of the fans around the world. What are you waiting for? Start dialing because now you have not one but a 2-way access to having your voice heard on your favorite radio station.
Good day, sir.
How you doing? Welcome.
Very fine, sir. Okay, see the job, I don't bring and come.
Okay, everything.
Yeah, everything I didn't say, including the banner and the flyers.
Okay, let me quickly take a look at. Nice one. These flyers are sharp. Yeah, nice one.
Okay, I tell you before, say I go do you well. I don't change the people when I dey work with. Now I dey work with Brila Press.
No, I complained the other time. Even my boss complained about everything.
Now make me come change to Brila Press. Now Brila Press I dey work with now.
I can see everything. They are very sharp.
You don't need to tell me, okay, anything when you want print, carry and go Brila Press.
Oh yes, Brila Press. At Brila Press, we guarantee you the best in quality printing with up-to-date technology. Our services include idea generation, conceptualization, design and production from cards, calendars, books, magazines, t-shirts, banners and souvenirs. Brila Press is located at 150 Ikorodu Road at the Boale House, Oniapanu, Lagos. Call us on 070-8860-6282 or 070-8860-6252. For inquiries, email press@brila.net. Our website is www.brilapress.com.
Brila Press, on time, every time.
Premier League is not UEFA. Small body, my engine bigger gun. Leko, you already know it is Mr. Money with good news from Paris Match. And as person with sharp, you must collect this season. So yeah, get up to 220% welcome bonus to bet on sport and casino. 500% ACA bonus for a bigger win and enjoy fast payout any day, anytime. And for the season World Cup special, win a share of the 10 million Terminator jackpot when you bet on Paris Match. Visit parismatch.ng to sign up today. Paris Match, they play, you win. So yeah,
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM has gone beyond one league. How many do you want?
Football Live. There's nothing like it.
Sport fans, where you? More ways to take enjoy and package sport informate as you day on the go. Now to follow us on top our social media platform and website as it is hot. Breaking news we day. Live update with full ground. Transfer gist and confirm gist with all the betalicious analysis where they inside sport. Now we deserve like hot cake. Sharply follow us on top Twitter and Instagram at Brila FM 889. For Facebook, follow Sports Radio Brila FM. Come still visit our website, wey be www.brila.net. Make you no miss anything as we carry on closer to the action.
You know, contributing your hot takes and opinions just got way easier because Sports Radio Brila FM is doubling down.
discuss a lot of things. We are looking at what Nigeria can learn from the World Cup. I mean, 3 African teams are now out. Cameroon had an opportunity to make it 3 teams that will go through and 2 African teams going out. I mean, I knew from the outset Ghana were going to wet the bed, but hey, come on. It's Ghana. Nigeria always takes over at some point. Come on, let's be serious here. But hey, looking at the African landscape on a general note as well. Every African team won a game at this World Cup. What did this World Cup mean for Africa? Is it a sign that things are getting better? Is it a sign of things to come? Does it mean African teams are improving? Let's get your thoughts. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, MJ.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Which one the line?
Go on.
Yeah, I think many things Nigeria can learn. You understand? Number one is Africa have left Nigeria when it comes to tactics, you understand? They are improving more than Nigeria now. Nobody believes that Cameroon will get 4 points. If nobody believes that Ghana could get 3 points. You understand?
You are the only person that didn't.
Nobody believes that Senegal and Morocco.
You are the only person that didn't.
Make it
no, you are the only person that didn't. Morocco. Speak for yourself. Don't say nobody.
Okay. Me, I didn't believe it. And number 2 is that FJ. Our players in Nigeria should learn the die attitude of all these African teams that are playing the World Cup. Ready to die for their country. Shedding tears. Since I've been watching Nigeria for almost 5 years now, I won't see any player shed any tears.
If it's by shedding tears, Mexico should have qualified. No, there's no need. All this you are going far. If it's by shedding tears, Mexico qualify. Cameroon qualify. If it's by shedding tears, Ecuador should have qualified from the group. Say another one.
Let me ask you one question. I want to ask you one question.
Say another one.
See, since they knock out.
I just mentioned 3 countries now where players were shedding tears. They were knocked out. Say another one.
Have you seen the Super League shedding tears that knocked out?
Did I not just count 3 countries for you now where their players? Italy. Italian players were shedding tears. They wet the bed. What are you talking about?
FJ, my man, cool down, please.
No. I just counted 3 countries for you now. Their players cried. They are going home. Look, we are not going to have a back and forth over this. I just counted 3 countries for you now. Their players were crying when they were singing anthem. Canada. They finished with 0 points.
Brazil 2014.
Brazil players were crying. They got pumped 7-1. What are you talking about? You say this one. It's not by look. There are some things whereby those things they are for aesthetics. Let's be factual here. This idea of it's not until a player cries when they are reciting the national anthem that shows he's passionate. Italian players were crying before they played North Macedonia in the playoff. They collect. So because he was crying. Alexis Vega was crying before Mexico's lost to Argentina. They collect. What are we talking about here?
Brazil will be holding hands like they
come on.
Like they're about to pray.
It's not until
they're
you
about
cry.
To pray.
That thing is disgusting. They have to cry. Cry what? Who are they?
I know the only ones that like football. I know the only ones that want to represent their country.
Just to appeal to people's emotions. There's no people who will get
he has to cry.
Emotional about
cry what? He's crying before the anthem. Bro, I don't want to hear it. When I was younger, you can use it to trick me.
You use it to trick me when I was younger.
Fool me.
It always annoys me.
But now, you are crying.
It always annoys me.
Wow. That tears cannot do anything for you on the field. It is not going to ginger you.
Pulisic that wanted to kill himself to score.
Bro.
He did not cry. So it means he does not have passion.
So it means he does not have passion. The man almost sacrificed his twins, man. Almost sacrificed. You are telling me he has to cry. Without the tears, he does not have passion. Come on, bro. I mean, there's no greater sacrifice than almost sacrificing your twins, man. Come on.
I want to go to your church. Sister Rita with the lead choir.
Don't shake this thing. This thing we are about to take. I don't want to say. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
My name is Sonny. I'm calling from Brila.
Location not needed, so me carry on.
Yeah, the issue, the matter with that last caller is talking about is whether our boys are representing us who acceptably, whether they mean to represent us well.
Sammy.
Whether
Sorry.
it reach their mind.
Sammy,
That's what we try to say.
sorry, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you, how do you know that something is reach how do you know that something is reaching somebody's mind?
No, I'm trying to pick the point that I'm trying to raise.
I understand. That's why I'm asking you now. Because you are trying to buttress this point.
The other country.
And I'm asking,
Nigeria player, are they like our old players? That's what he's trying to say.
Sorry, how many of those old players cried when they were singing national anthem?
Maybe to sing national anthem and cry.
Was it not our old players that failed to call that Angola eliminated our old players from going to the World Cup?
Sorry, how many of those old players cried? Sorry, how many of our old players cried when they were singing national anthem?
It's not when losing now is what you are saying. When they lose, when they lost.
No, he's saying they have to cry when they are singing the national anthem.
I heard you now.
He said, no, listen. He said, how many Nigerian players have you seen cry during the national anthem in the last 3 years? That was the question he asked. And I said, we cannot go over this. Yes. If you were paying attention, that was what he said.
Singing national anthem be crying.
Yes. That was what he said.
And you said it happens.
Sorry?
And you said that it happens.
I said it is not by crying during national anthem. And I counted 4 nations that their players were crying during national anthems at this World Cup, and they are home. Home.
Okay, I thought you mean when they lost.
No.
Like
no.
Like this guy. He was crying yesterday.
No.
Even when they lose, Nigerian players cry.
And even Nigerian players cry when they lose.
This current crop of players.
In fact, this current crop, they are the softest.
This
current crop, they are very
soft.
softest.
Madko Okoye fell sick after the Tunisia game.
We cannot just...
But people have forgotten.
Before, I was hard on them when it comes to that one. But bro, I've seen videos. I'm never going to see anything again. These guys, they are soft. I'm going to be honest, they are soft. This current crop, they are soft guys. And that was why I talked about the fact that for me, this crop of Super Eagles are the softest I've seen in my life. When it comes to emotions, it's not bad to be emotional. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, after the World Cup, I was privy to 1 or 2. And I'm not going to lie. These guys are soft. Which makes me question
Do people think that they are not...
They're upset that they're not going to the World Cup. Exactly. I mean, they're upset. I'm going to
as a footballer, you do not want to be at the World Cup.
Everybody wants to go to the World Cup.
Come on, bros. Come on, guys.
I also want to say this. It is not by crying during the national anthem.
It is also not by crying when you lose, because you have lost.
Because if you cry during national anthem, if you go collect.
You go collect.
That's my own. Don't cry.
There is no criteria. There is no criteria
not a way to know
prove someone is more loyal to the national team than not. You're not a psychologist. You're not a mentalist. You don't have the power of telekinesis. You cannot read minds or telepathy. You cannot read minds.
Bro.
The only person that can really know someone's true commitment is someone who can read minds, and the only person I know can read minds is God.
Bro.
It is only God.
It's
only God that can determine what is inside somebody's mind.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, Joe did have been at Josh.
Josh and Joe, the two of them.
All of us are here. Topmost striker.
Yeah, Joe and the Josh. Now, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Maxwell on the line.
Go on, Max.
As na cry, we don't cry. We will start to cry now.
We should all be crying. Since we are here, since we have tears, well of ocean of
it's not my tears. It's really for qualify you.
Yes, now. Say tears.
It's not my tears. It's for even Canelo for carrying this World Cup.
Yes, now.
Is it tears? Almost see. Maybe repair our house. So they're crying.
It's like crying. You need to put this in order. It's like crying. And I don't know what NFS they do. But you know what next year, you don't understand within their plans. I don't understand them at all.
Yes.
No ask from NFS. Our league is not working. So someone come here and talk about crying. Then I crying will qualify us for World Cup. This is why I crying. Ghana for beat you yesterday, man.
Yes, now it is by tears.
I don't understand people. So you say crying. Now if person cry, you know say it might be for your country. Now when it's small, I didn't use that in the collect 24 hours.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man.
I don't understand.
I'm telling you, man. Thank you very much, Isaac, for getting on board this morning. He says by tears. Bro, this is personal though. A girl saw me breakfast and she was crying. Why she was doing it? He says by tears. She was crying. Does that mean she wants to come back? I'm like, yeah. You know what that one? Hello. Giving us lamba.
Hello, Raji.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Raji.
Yes, sir.
Online.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well done. Let me tell you something. I understand what that guy is saying. He was talking about passion. It is passion that we are taking. This new Super Eagles now that we have, it doesn't have that passion that these people have that time.
That's
like
what...
police, JJ Okocha, the passion that they have, it doesn't have it again.
Sorry, that's why
we are talking about commitment. You see all their commitment on the field.
Wait, sorry,
that's their commitment. Okay, now.
Okay.
Let me
go on.
We lost their commitment. We are talking about commitment.
Yes.
They will call some people that to come to the camp. They will not even. Some even it doesn't bother to come to the camp. Even some. Others will be in the camp. It will be the last day. Some of them will be coming to the camp. That's what we are saying. You are talking about passion. They don't have that passion again. I know the problem we are facing. The problem we are facing is because of the condition of this country, the condition of this nation. That is what is happening. Then it's affecting our players. It is affecting Super Eagles.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you one question?
Okay, I'm listening.
Is this the first time we failed to qualify for the World Cup?
This is not the first time. Okay. I know.
Let's wait. There's a reason why I'm going somewhere. The people that had passion back in 2006, those passion guys that everyone's talking about, when we wanted to play Angola and they took the game to Kano, and we had the game against Angola in Luanda, the first leg, I beg your pardon, in 2004, and we had to play with 13 players in Luanda. Where was the passion? 13 players answered the call of the national team. Where was the passion? Where was the commitment? In 2005, return leg in Kano. Where was the passion? Where was the commitment? I don't know if you get where I'm coming from.
I understand what you're saying.
It's easy to say these guys don't have the passion, these guys don't have the commitment. Let's look at this during these people's time. They had passion. They had commitment. They had passion. They had commitment. But we had a crucial qualifier. We were going to Angola. And we went there with 13 or 14 players. I'm very sure. There was a time I asked if Ayodeji about this game. He said he got to the camp. And I was like, whoa. So this is all of us. Against Angola. We lost that game 1-0. Where was the passion and the commitment? I think in a bid to sort of, and this is not trying to say these guys, this current crop of Super Eagles guys are saints. This is just me saying we somewhat, to a degree, overrate the generations gone past. And there is nostalgic feeling. I feel that this is what Nigerian football is all about. Nostalgia. During these people's times, this could not have happened.
But what happened?
During these people's time, this could not have happened.
Did we win the World Cup?
But bro, let's be honest with ourselves.
Did we get to the quarterfinal?
We did not qualify for a World Cup until 1994. We won our first AFCON in 1980. We went to the 1982 AFCON. Foul. 84, we got to the, we finished second. 86, foul. 88, we finished second. 90, second. 92, third. All those years. That means we missed the 78 World Cup. We missed the 82 World Cup. We missed the 86 World Cup. We missed the 90 World Cup. 4 World Cups. That was 12 years of not going to the World Cup. And we had 2 AFCON runner-up medals. 3 AFCON runner-up medals and 1 gold medal.
I think 1 Commonwealth.
And 1 Commonwealth.
All African Games.
All African Games. 77. We won gold.
Yes.
So
Yes,
we had all these things. Did we question their commitment?
But since then, now we started having problem with our Super Eagles. So what really happened?
Did we question their commitment when they failed to go to the World Cup? When Godwin Odiye scored an own goal against Tunisia here in Lagos in 77, going to 78, did we question his commitment? In 81, when we wet the bed against Algeria, did we question commitment? In 85, did we question commitment? In 1989, did we question commitment?
Let us even leave 89. In 2006,
no, that was what
everyone has forgotten. Everyone has
That's what I started with.
Angola.
We went to Angola with 14 players.
Everyone forgot about Angola.
We went to Angola
and
with
how
14
players always turn up late. This current crop of players turn up early to the Super Eagles camp.
Let's not even go to this commitment now, because if I start,
it will start now.
You people will owe me. Because
there's one man. There's one man. All the time he has coached us as a national team, he has not done anything major. And as a player, that man got a red card. We lost to Italy. 10-man Italy.
It's okay. Let's pay the bills. When we come back,
under 17, foul. Under 23, foul. We did not qualify for 2012 AFCON. Foul.
Agakuka is okay.
After 2021, foul.
Agakuka is okay. Yeah, Chef George, you don't do it. Chef Naga, you don't do it. Let's pay the bills. And of course, we'll go for the Astamin World Cup show. It's still Football Live on Sports Radio.
Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM has gone beyond one league.
Sport fans, where you? More ways to take enjoy and package sport informate as you day on the go. Now to follow us on top our social media platform and website as you day hot. Breaking news we day. Live updates with full ground. Transfer gist and confirm gist with all the betalicious analysis where they inside sports. Now we deserve like hot cake. Sharply follow us on top Twitter and Instagram at Brila FM 889. For Facebook, follow Sports Radio Brila FM. Come still visit our website, where be www.brila.net. Make you don't miss anything as we carry on closer to the action.
Premier League is not UEFA. Small body, my engine bigger gun. Leko, you already know it is Mr. Money with good news from Paris Match. And as person with sharp, you must collect this season. So yeah, get up to 220% welcome bonus to bet on sport and casino. 500% ACA bonus for a bigger win and enjoy fast payout any day, anytime. And for the season World Cup special, win a share of the 10 million Terminator jackpot when you bet on Paris Match. Visit parismatch.ng to sign up today. Paris Match, they play, you win. So yeah,
You know, contributing your hot takes and opinions just got way easier because Sports Radio Brila FM is doubling down the fun by giving you 2 magical lines to connect to the studios. That means when you dial the numbers 090-40,889 or 090-41,889, your voice will be heard on the home of the fans around the world. What are you waiting for? Start dialing, because now you have not one but a 2-way access to having your voice heard on your favorite radio station.
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM has gone beyond one league.
Welcome to the Astamin World Cup show.
Now the group stages are over and the boys have been separated from the men. We are now in the stage where you have minimal chances of making errors and surviving, because it's the knockout stages of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Welcome guys to another exciting edition of the Astimin World Cup show. I am Felix Nnamdi Egbomuche, bringing you this exciting and wonderful episode of the show alongside Mayowa Kufile. Good day Mayowa, welcome to the first day of the knockout stages of the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, good day to you Felix. It's always a pleasure to be here, and like you said, separating the boys from the men, I still feel maybe some boys are still finding to ruffle shoulder with the big boys in this tournament.
Some men have had to go home.
Yeah, some men have had to go home, and that is the beauty of this World Cup. I feel for me, maybe we've had the best group stage tournament so far in the FIFA World Cup tournament.
As this, judging based off this group stage, and of course with the other group stages of the other World Cup, has this been the best World Cup in that regards?
Yeah, for me, I think it's
considering everything that went on before the World Cup,
even
the timing, the
shocks are still coming, and I think that has been the beauty of this World Cup. The shocks, the belief into going to a match, and you would think, yes, this person will win the game, and when
anybody
after,
can be beaten.
yeah, I think that's the perfect explanation for this World Cup so far. Anybody can be beaten, and nobody from the group stage came out with 9 points. That shows you about the beauty of this World Cup. And let me say this again, maybe I should say it for the first time. Can Qatar continue hosting the World Cup?
Wow, that's a big one. Can Qatar continue hosting the World Cup? Maybe if they find a way to host it in the summer, like the summer that everybody knows, maybe June, July, because around this period I think it's hectic and it's not the best for everybody. But hey, the show is already on, but we'll go first for a break. We'll take a message from Astimin. When we come back, you already know it's a bumper package.
It's a brand new day, I'm feeling stronger. I fit to do anything, I fit to do my work now. Yesterday was tough, but I don't repair, I don't recover. Yeah, see me as a fresh. Now that they ask me how would I do it, like me I say, I still in the way. If for capsule, I'm for liquido, yeah.
Repair and recover with Astimin, a blend of amino acids and multivitamins.
Alright guys, welcome back from that break. Now it's time for us to take some news around the World Cup before we get into our African Roundup segment and the preview and review segments of the show. Brazil captain Dani Alves has said that Friday's 1-0 defeat to Cameroon should be a warning signal to the team as attention turns to their round of 16 match against South Korea, where they are optimistic Danilo will be available while they continue monitoring Neymar and Alexandro's fitness. Uruguay coach Diego Alonso has blamed his country's failure to get out of the group stage on an officiating error in the team's previous game against Portugal. While Portugal coach Fernando Santos has said that Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't angry at being substituted, instead he was angry after he was insulted by a South Korean player.
This is the Astimin World Cup show.
Still the Astimin World Cup show. Felix and Mayowa still here in the studio, and today I will be looking at some of the records that the African teams have smashed or created at this World Cup. Yes, it's been a record-breaking World Cup for almost every continent, but the African teams too have not been left out of this one. And let's start with the big one for Africa, Mayowa. 7 wins from the group stages of the World Cup. That's the highest ever that African teams have had to get from the group stages from any World Cup. The previous record was 3 for African teams, but we did 7 this time without Nigeria.
You have to add that to it. Yes, without Nigeria, and yes, the African continent live up to the billing for me, yes, and getting 7 wins out from the World Cup. When you consider that, yes, there's the opportunity for the continent to extend it when the 2 African teams will play in the round of 16. So very good for African team. Like you said, 3 wins, has been the best record an African team has had at this.
We doubled and added extra Jara.
That's over 100% increment for the continent. That was very good one for the continent. And when you also consider that going to the last games of the tournament of the group stages, some of the African countries, I think all of them
had a chance to qualify. And this was after everybody lost their first game.
Yeah, nobody won their first game.
Sorry, after everybody failed to win.
Yep.
And we had just 1 goal scored. Or was it 2 goals scored in the first game of the World Cup? That's some incredible feats by the African teams, and I'm really, really proud of all of the African teams that went to this World Cup. But it wasn't all rosy for the African teams. We had Ghana, who became the first side to miss 2 penalties against the same side at the FIFA World Cup. Now, this is bearing shootout. In 2010, it was Asamoah Gyan against Uruguay. And just in their final game, Ghana versus Uruguay, we saw the captain of the team, Andre Ayew, miss another penalty against the same Uruguay side. But what exactly do you think was the issue for Ayew in that penalty? Because it wasn't convincing. Was it the pressure? Was it him just trying to be flamboyant? Was he just not prepared to take that penalty? What exactly went wrong for Ayew?
I think what happened for Andre Ayew was just maybe complacency from his hand, because that penalty was, I think that was one of the worst penalties I've seen at this tournament, because there was no power, there was no positioning for the ball. It was not aiming to get to the end where in which the goalkeeper will not be able to get to. So I think that was a poor penalty from Andre Ayew. Maybe he was still getting some nostalgia from the 2010 edition, because he was the only member of that team from 2010 that is still part of the team at this present moment. So for me, maybe that was his undoing. But he's an experienced man. This is not the first penalty will be taken for the Black Stars of Ghana. Maybe the occasion gets to him, but I just feel like that was more of complacency from Andre Ayew than maybe trying to be flamboyant, because there was nothing flamboyant about the penalty. He was not aiming for the Panenka, he was not aiming for the far post, he was not aiming for all those kind of things. So I feel for me, maybe it's just more of complacency from Andre Ayew. And yes, he still paid dearly for it, because after missing that penalty, Uruguay's next attack led to the goal, and they got the second goal, and we just knew there was no way back for the Black Stars of Ghana.
Do you think that penalty miss was the game-changing moment? Because Ghana were on the up before that penalty, but immediately after that penalty missed by Andre Ayew, the Uruguayan team, they sprung up into life and back-to-back attacks, and they got 2 goals.
For me, I think that was a major moment in that game, because Ghana take that lead. Yes, Uruguay have to come out. They have to come fighting out, and I feel maybe Ghana could have held their own. And that penalty miss just shows you that, yes, from the morale of the players, they're like, maybe this is 2010 happening all over again. And Uruguay and Experience him just seeks this opportunity, and they capitalize on it. Even though at the end of the day, it did not have any bearing on their own status at this tournament. But I feel Ghana, where they were undoing, their performance yesterday was just not good enough.
Talking about being good enough and performance, Morocco for many have been the standout team from the African continent at this World Cup. Have they been your best African representative?
Yes, they have been the best African representative, because out of the 5 African teams, they are still the only one that did not lose a single game at this tournament. They've won 2, they've drawn 1, and they also topped their group, becoming the second African country that will top their group at 2 different editions of the World Cup, joining Nigeria, who did it in the year 1994 and 1998. So very good for the Moroccan national team. And coming to this tournament, I remember I said maybe they will struggle to come out from this group, but they shut my mouth up, and they did it against a very formidable team in Croatia, Belgium also from their group. And the big players have come to the party: Yasin Bono, Nafiev Aguer, their captain Roman Saiz, going forward Sofiane Bouffa, Hakim Ziyech. All of them have come to the party, and I feel they are the best African team at this tournament. Long may this their array continue.
And finally, on this segment, Africa's #1 team and the hope of many Africans going into this World Cup, Senegal will be playing against England in the first round of 16 games involving an African side. Amaya, this one is going to be a tough one for the Senegalese team.
Yeah, it will be a tough one for the Teranga Lions, because they are facing a formidable team in the 3 Lions of England. Yes, England, we saw them in their group also unbeaten at this tournament after winning to Anjoyewa. But from the showings that Senegal have shown at this tournament, I feel they could give England a run for their money. I like the look of their midfield, yes, of the Senegalese national team midfield. Yes, maybe they don't have too many creative players, but I like the mode of their midfield. They are very combative,
very industrious guys there.
Yeah, they can do all those dirty jobs that you need them to do. Maybe not.
Was Kouyate getting out of that team some sort of good news for the team? Did it?
I think they're
the best in other guys.
I think their match against Ecuador was good without Kouyate, because I feel that guy came in for him, add more legs, can do more, is more mobile than Kouyate. So maybe we'll continue in that form and go into that game against England. And I feel maybe going forward, maybe they have the players that can also hurt the English national team, Ismail Assar, and also we saw what he did against Ecuador. But England will be a different proposition for them, and I feel maybe this is the time, this is the moment where Senegal will wish there was a Sadio Mane to play at this game.
Wow, that's a big one, and I quite agree with you. But do you think if Senegal gets a win against England in this game, do you think it should be ranked as a shocker? Because we've seen a lot of shockers at this tournament.
Yes, it will be a shock because in all ramification, England are a bigger team. And FIFA rankings, yes. Former world champions, yes. Losing finals at the Heroes last. Yeah, maybe probably better players, maybe better exposure. So it will be a shock if Senegal can do it. But if there's a country that can do it, I think Senegal should be up there.
Call this one.
Actually, this is a thing of my head and my heart. So let me just combine the two of them together, and I'm hoping Senegal will.
This is the Astimin World Cup show.
Alright, before we preview the games that are involving the other continents in the round of 16, let's take Mayowa's team of the group stage, his best 11 from the group stage.
Yeah, it was not an easy decision to arrive at this spot. I just have to do it. For goalkeeper, has to be Chesney, the Polish goalkeeper. For the four guys at the back for me, Nayef Aguerd of Morocco, Thiago Silva of Brazil, Theo Hernandez of France, and Takehiro Tomiyasu of Japan as the four guys in the defense for me. For the middle of the pack, three guys at the middle of the pack, it was a decision between Tyler Adams and Sofiane Amrabat, but I went for Tyler Adams there, or the United States captain Bruno Fernandes, and Gordon Capo are the three guys for me in the middle of the pack. While going forward, I've won the three guys that have gotten 3 goals at this tournament in Marcus Rashford, Kylian Mbappe, and Eder Valencia of Ecuador.
Wow, that's some strong lineup there. Marcus Rashford, 1 start from 3 games, 3 goals in that period.
First player to score a free kick at this tournament.
Yeah, some deserving players. But I thought your fave Enzo would have found a way, or McAllister from Argentina would have found a way into that team, and maybe one of the Argentine defenders. I don't know.
I've not been impressed with the Argentine defense.
Alright, there you have it, Mayowa's best 11 from the group stages of the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup. Now, let's get into the games that will be happening in the round of 16. The first one would be between Netherlands and the United States. Group winners from their group, Netherlands against the United States that finished second in their group. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, for the United States of America team, still unbeaten at this tournament after getting a win, also a draw, 2 draws from their group stage. While for Netherlands, we also saw what they did in their own group, topping the group that has Ecuador and also Senegal. So in this game, I think it's a game of 2 teams that I feel they are similar. They are full of running. Maybe the Netherlands are more controlled team, more than the youthful United States of America team. But I feel the Netherlands, the experience they have, the little exposure, the edge they have over United States of America, I think will prepare them into the quarterfinals. So for me, I'm tipping the Netherlands to come to the party, and Memphis Depay to be the guy for them.
Argentina will be playing against Australia. Australia are one of the surprise team in the round of 16. I didn't see them getting this far in the competition. Would they continue their shocking run in the competition, or would Argentina just be too much for them to handle?
I think Argentina will be too much for them to handle, and I feel maybe the first game Argentina lost at this tournament against Saudi Arabia was just the reawakening, the need for them to push on, that no pushover will come into this tournament. I think that is one of the blessings in disguise for them. So for me, against Australia, like you said, it's one of the surprise teams at this tournament. But we also saw the Australian against a formidable team in France in their first game. We'll see how they fall like a pack of cats. So I think the same thing also happen to them against Argentina, who seems to be getting into their groove as the tournament progresses, especially Lionel Messi to pull all the strings again. And I'm thinking Julian Alvarez will continue in that attack line for Argentina. So for me, Argentina to get into the quarterfinal.
And tomorrow, France will be playing against Poland, defending champions versus the team that had to wait very late before they got into this stage. Poland, time up for them at this competition?
Yeah, time up for them. If they want to have any hope of coming to get into the next stage, I think they have to improve on their performance against Argentina in their last group game. But for me, France have been very formidable. France all the way.
And that's our preview, guys. Let's take a break. When we return, we round up with the show.
It's a brand new day, I'm feeling stronger. I fit to do anything, I fit to do my work now. Yesterday was tough, but I don't repair, I don't recover. Yeah, see me as a fresh. Now that they ask me how would I do it, like me I say, I still not the way. If for capsule, I'm for liquido, yeah.
Repair and recover with Astimine, a blend of amino acids and multivitamins.
And we've come to the end of another
Football Live, our proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM has gone beyond one league.
How many do you want?
sport fans wey you. More ways to take enjoy and package sport informate as you dey on the go. Now to follow us on top our social media platform and website as e dey hot o. Breaking news we dey. Live update with full ground. Transfer gist and confirm gist with all the betalicious analysis wey dey inside sport na im we dey serve like hot cake. Sharply follow us on top Twitter and Instagram at Brila FM 889. For Facebook, follow Sports Radio Brila FM. Come still visit our website, wey be www.brila.net. Make you no miss anything as we carry on closer to the action.
Premier League is not UEFA. Small body, my engine bigger gun. Leko, you already know it is Mr. Money with good news from Paris Match. And as person with sharp, you must collect this season. So yeah, get up to 220% welcome bonus to bet on sport and casino. 500% ACA bonus for a bigger win and enjoy fast payout any day, anytime. And for the season World Cup special, win a share of the 10 million Terminator jackpot when you bet on Paris Match. Visit parismatch.ng to sign up today. Paris Match, they play, you win. So yeah,
contributing your hot takes and opinions just got way easier because Sports Radio Brila FM is doubling down the fun by giving you 2 magical lines to connect to the studios. That means when you dial the numbers 090-40,889 or 090-41,889, your voice will be heard on the home of the fans around the world. What are you waiting for? Start dialing because now you have not one but a 2-way access to having your voice heard on your favorite radio station.
Good day, sir.
How you doing? Welcome.
Very fine, sir. Okay, see the job, I don't bring and come.
Okay, everything.
Yeah, everything I did, sir, including the banner and the flyers.
Okay, let me quickly take a look at. Nice one. These flyers are sharp. Yeah, nice one.
Okay, I tell you before, say I go do you well. I don't change the people when I dey work with. Now I dey work with Brila Press.
No, I complained the other time. Even my boss complained about everything.
Now make me come change to Brila Press. Now Brila Press I dey work with now.
I can see everything. They are very sharp.
You don't need to tell me, okay, anything when you want print, carry and go Brila Press.
Oh yes, Brila Press. At Brila Press, we guarantee you the best in quality printing with up-to-date technology. Our services include idea generation, conceptualization, design and production from cards, calendars, books, magazines, t-shirts, banners and souvenirs. Brila Press is located at 150 Ikorodu Road at Deboale House, Onyepanu, Lagos. Call us on 070-8860-6282 or 070-8860-6252. For inquiries, email press@brila.net. Our website is www.brilapress.com.
Brila Press, on time, every time.
Football Live. There's nothing like it on weekends.
Football Live.
At this point in time, 5 members of Belgium's World Cup squad booked earlier flights to travel home. Separately from the teammates from Qatar after crashing out in the group stage amid splits in the camp. Thomas Meunier, Axel Witsel, Jeremy Doku, Arthur Tit, and Loa Openda all paid for flights at their own expense. Belgium crashed out of the World Cup after being held to a 0-0 draw with Croatia in the final Group F match. The result marked the end of a disappointing campaign for the side ranked second in the world by FIFA. The Red Devils tournament had been plagued by results of infighting after De Bruyne created unrest within the camp during the first week in Qatar by saying the team's chances of success was impossible because they were too old. Martinez had sought to dispel reports of a split as fake news, But Azar admitted that words had been spoken after De Bruyne's claims following the City Stars' apparent clash with Toby Alderweireld against Canada. The question is simple. Should De Bruyne have said what he said? Was he right to say Belgium were too old to win? Should he have said what he said? If someone had said this about your team, you're the coach of a team, one of your players comes out to say, we're not going to win because we are too old, what would you have done? 090-40,889, 090-41,889, the number to call to be part of the conversation. But I'll start with the guys in the studio. I'll start with Josh. Josh, should De Bruyne have said what he said, and was he right to say what he said?
What he said was right, but he shouldn't have said what he said. At least maybe not to the public anyway. It's something that should be discussed indoors. I mean, you should leave family secrets, in-house secrets to remain in-house. That's my own opinion on things as always. KDB fluffed his lines big time. He really didn't cloud himself in glory for what he did. First of all alienated himself not just from the press, the Belgian press, also alienated himself not just from the fans, but also, most importantly, from his players, even the ex-internationals and those in the football fraternity. I mean, yes, there could be lots of issues, there could be lots of situations. You could probably use this as another 1 hour to fear women, but KDB generally, that was poor from him, a poor take from him, a poor time, wrong place, wrong time, wrong everything. You could even talk to your players and say, okay, hey guys, I know we are old. Let us, put the pedal to the metal. Let's keep on stepping on the gas. Let us use this as motivation because this is our last World Cup. So let us all band together and try and win this World Cup. Not go out to the world and carpet everyone, floor everyone, just fall everyone's hands in public. And it was really horrible from Kevin De Bruyne what he did. Yes, he might be right, but we the fans do not need to hear it. The world do not need to hear it. You guys could find a way to, be diplomatic about it. Sometimes, in as much as everyone advises for people to always be honest, but you can't tell your dad that there was something bad that he did to you. You will tell him in public. You fall his hand in public, or your brother. There's something that you want to cast about him. You cast him in public. I mean, there are places, there are times, there are scenarios, there are situations for you to address your grievance, and the person who needs to hear that grievance will actually welcome your chastisement of him, welcome your criticism. Not that you're now blasting him in the whole world and you want everybody to pat you in the back. Come on, that's just being lucky. You're not a team player. You're being rebellious. You're just spoiling the team chemistry. You're breaking up the chemistry in the dressing room, in the camp, the camaraderie of everybody in the camp. So I mean, it's sad, but it is what it is. Kevin De Bruyne has already said what he said, and to me, I feel like it's not a good thing for him to do. Coaches like Jose Mourinho, that's why there's a difference between a Jose Mourinho, a Jurgen Klopp, and even a Pep Guardiola. These are men who chastise their players, but they don't drag them all over the street. They don't drag them in the public. They do it behind closed doors. They stroke them. I'm very sure that Guardiola might be someone that is not even pleased with Jack Grealish's output. But you've not heard him carpet Jack Grealish like a Mourinho would have done. I mean, diplomacy, just manner of approach, ways of saying things, just makes the whole lot of difference. And Kevin De Bruyne coming out to the public, maybe he doesn't want to play for the national team again, maybe he's done, maybe he's pissed off with a whole lot of things, but it's just the wrong place, the wrong time, the wrong scenario, the wrong everything to say stuffs like this out in the open.
Joe, what do you think about that? Do you think, was De Bruyne right? Should he have said it? And was he right to say so?
I don't think he has any right to say that. Even though, yes, it is true, but not 100% true. True. You could look at the way, you can look at the Belgium national team, their entire squad. I'm only seeing about 3 people who are above 30. And look at the squad that won the Italian was it UEFA Euros. Look at the squad that won the World Cup. I don't think they are out of brackets. The only people who are older than 30 who are 30 upwards are only Jan Vertonghen, Dries Martens, and who else? Okay, Mignolet, Simon, Alexis Witsel, and Toby Alderweireld. The others are between 30, 31, 27.
Including the same De Bruyne.
Yes. So there are about 5 in the entire 26. So if you're already putting your team under the bus and saying we are too old, nobody even think you would win the World Cup in the first place. So I think he's probably bored or something. And for you to have been made the third captain in this squad,
and you made that kind of statement,
and you make that kind of, I don't think anybody would have that as much faith in him, because it's just like saying the manager coming out and say, you know what, guys, I don't think you can do this thing. Everybody looks up to you, and you are the kind of person who doesn't always turns up for them all the time. So I think it's really out of place for him to have said so.
Joe says he's out of place. Josh says he's out of place, but he's correct. Joe says, how many players are out? Let me tell you something for a fact. Belgium have the 5th oldest squad in this World Cup. 5th. Behind Iran, Mexico, Argentina, and Brazil. Yes, you heard right. Argentina and Brazil are through to the next round. Mexico wet the bed because, obviously, they spent too much time crying.
And they perhaps should have carried another old man in Javier
And maybe
Hernandez.
they should have taken an old player. In fact, maybe they should have taken 2 old players. Chicharito and Carlos Vela. They would have qualified. So somebody came. First and foremost, De Bruyne, what you said, I'm going to be honest. Should you have said it? No. In fact, it just makes it all the more worse. Yeah. I think for me, I don't think De Bruyne sat down to think about what he said. And I can 100% guarantee you, maybe he felt he wanted to go back to City. For me, I felt this World Cup didn't mean anything to him. He wanted to go back to City. No, my own theory is, what is the best way to make sure we go home early? Say something extremely foolish.
Destroy the camp.
Destroy the morale of the camp.
Let's go home.
Yes, let me go back to City. I don't want to be here anyway. That is obviously clear. The average age of Iran in this World Cup, 28.9. The average age of Mexico, 28.5. The average age of Argentina, 27.9. The average age of Brazil, 27.9. The average age of Belgium, 27.8. Same as Tunisia, Uruguay, South Korea, and Japan. Of the teams with 27.8 average age, only Belgium, Tunisia, and Uruguay failed to qualify. Tunisia failed to qualify because, obviously,
they lost to Australia.
They would have qualified. Uruguay failed to qualify on the strength of they drew goalless against South Korea. And South Korea are the same age with Uruguay. Japan, maybe their experience also helped them in the big games and made them wet the bed in the game they did not expect. Because Yuto Nagatomo started. The 2 games Japan won in this tournament, Nagatomo started. A man with over 130 caps. In fact, overall, when you look at the oldest teams in the World Cup, teams that have an average age of 27 and over, Croatia, Australia, Japan, Korea, Brazil, and Argentina all qualified. Let me bust your head more. Guess what the average age of teams that win the World Cup from 1994 to now is? 27. 27 years, 7 months.
So this was their peak.
Rough average. This was the... De Bruyne, you messed everything up, bro. You were the reason why Belgium went home. People would not want to agree, but that is just a fact. That's what the numbers say. You should have kept your mouth shut.
All this for a woman.
All this because you were feeling bad. You had PTSD.
And then they now still doctor.
And still. Like, bro, I don't know, man.
What the threshold was on that person?
09040,889. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
guys
from
in the
what?
studio.
Yes, good afternoon.
This is Mr. Gowanda calling.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This year, Kevin De Bruyne. You know, in life, we do have outspoken people. And you should understand that truth is always bitter. He himself have engaged all his players and know their capability. So start with, when they were on the peak of their game, what do they want? They couldn't win anything with the arena of players they have.
Sorry.
Now, they couldn't achieve such a thing then. Now, they are going to achieve it. So he knows what he said. The issue on them is that their coach that got them to the first number one in the world could not win anything with that team. You understand me? So, as it is now, they can no longer achieve anything. They need fresh legs to enhance their team to be a good team. Although he said it publicly, which is supposed to do, not to do. That's why I forced him. But what he said exactly the right thing. But he did say it in the wrong place.
How is it the right thing?
Thank you.
Come on. Ugo, I just said it now. I just read it out now. There were 5 teams older than them. 2 of those 5 teams are through. Another of those teams could have qualified if they took an old player to the World Cup, an experienced player to the World Cup. I mean, I need to understand something. Why do we like shifting the goalposts when some conversations come up? Now, all of a sudden, experience does not matter. You don't need old players. It has to be the most, I'm sorry to say, but that has to be the most asinine thing I've heard a professional player say. We are too old to win the World Cup. What nonsense. Are you as old as the 2006 Italy squad? Hello? Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, Coach on the line.
Go on.
What I'm saying is this. Yeah, then Bruno was saying that you are talking of.
Sorry. Hello?
He's saying the truth. He was saying the truth why he's not performing. You understand?
Why he's not performing?
Pass on the older ones to deliver, but they couldn't run, or maybe the pass was too bit. That's why you have to bust his anger and say that these players of old generation can't win the World Cup. He has seen some things, you understand? Maybe the pass he put on it.
What did he see?
The younger one should have delivered. So I don't blame him for saying that.
What did he see?
Blame him for the outburst of it.
If I'm a Musa or a Super Eagles player, come and say this thing now. Would you people have this same energy?
Look, I'm sorry to say, but I think sometimes we always shift the goalposts, especially when our favorites are talking. What Kevin De Bruyne said was absolute nonsense. I just read out the facts. They are the 5th oldest squad, joint 5th oldest squad in the World Cup. Joint 5th. He said we are too old. How? Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Chidi Moses.
Welcome, Chidi.
You know, Kevin De Bruyne, he said that in a frustration. If you watch their first match, Belgium match against their first match, he won the best man of the match for Belgium. And some people was complaining at what he did as design is the best man of the best one of the match. You see all the passes that he gave. When I take him on the TV, I say that what is their striker doing? Because all the passes that they needed in the world to score more than 5 goals in that match was given to the striker.
Sorry, which game?
Their first match. I think their first match, if I remember what they
Do you know? Sorry, Chidi. Do you know that he wet the bed in that first game? Do you know the Bruyne was horrible?
He himself even said it.
Do you know it was horrible in the first game?
He himself even admitted it.
He won the best man of the match.
Was he the best player on the pitch? He said it himself. He said, I didn't play well. They gave me this award because of my name.
You know, but he worked a lot. You see the passes that he gave. I myself, I confirm. Before giving him the best man of the match, I think the passes that he gave all the passes that was needed. I don't even know what Bashar was doing in that attacking line. So he said it out of the frustration. Although I'm not in support of what he come out to say publicly, but it's out of frustration. He has to be very angry. That is the truth about it. And he could have managed it in a better way than that. Thank you. You guys are doing a good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you. But I strongly disagree with you. Joe, please check XG of Belgium against Canada. I I can 100% guarantee you, he was part of those who wet the bed on the day. He stepped up a stinker.
If not for
There's
Thibaut
no
Courtois
excuse.
saving Alfonso Davies' penalty,
that game would have been different.
Canada would have probably won that game.
Hello, good afternoon, FJ.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Choka.
Go on, Chuka.
Man, Kevin Dubai really messed up this time. He even coming and saying it was wrong. Even once he said they are too old, are they too old? Like, are they even older than those Croatia thing that qualified?
Bro, thank you. Somebody said it.
Huh?
Somebody said it. Are they older than the Croatian team? Are they? Somebody please answer me.
Benzema, Modric, Cruz, above 30. They won the Champions League last season.
Thank you. I mean, finally, somebody said it. Are they older than the Croatian team? Bro, are they? Are they older than this Brazilian team? Hello? De Bruyne does not have mentality. He doesn't. Hello?
That's why Man City have not won Champions League.
That's why City
Good
have
afternoon,
won.
Esther.
Good afternoon.
I am Alex Agondo.
You're welcome, Alex.
Thank you. I'm listening with keen interest.
Yes.
What De Bruyne said is seriously bad, and that's exactly what affected the team.
Mm-hmm.
I think in their respective club sides, those players are doing fine.
Thank you.
Apart from Hazard, so as to say, who has not been in proper form in Real Madrid, and Lukaku in recent time, and Inter Milan.
Structures.
Then they have useful players like the Bachai, whom the coach featured there.
Yes.
So I don't know what prompted De Bruyne to make such statements. It's very, very offensive, honestly. So I condemn it totally, entirely.
Thank you.
So what? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I agree with you 100%. Said nonsense. I don't know what came over. It's terrible. You don't say things like that. I mean, come on. We just read it here. We saw the average age of your team, 27 years, 8 months. Fifth oldest team at the tournament. Joint fifth. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Adeto calling from Ejoko.
Okay. Welcome, Adeto Gumbo.
My brother, the brother killed that team. Because both in Champions League last season, even this season, I see it's cause of fantastic goal for Manchester City. So, if he say they are old, it's just what happened to the old generation of Spanish national team before they win the World Cup in South Africa.
Thank you.
And up to this hour, Holland is yet to win the Orange, and they are yet to win the World Cup.
Thank you for saying that too.
So
Thank you.
they believe in that. They are FIFA ranking. They are world number one
Voila.
for so many months. For so
That's
many years.
what's doing them.
World number two for so many years. So they believe nobody can beat them. That's their belief. They believe nobody can beat them. But for him coming out saying the team are old, if Lukaku cannot score the goal, can he score? He scores for Manchester City now.
Thank you.
Can he score? Can he score? Is he an offense for him to see that to sit back?
Give that man a bottle or something.
In Manchester City, you do overlap.
Thank you.
To the further score.
Thank you.
Nice day.
Thank you. Thank you very much. If you see me on the road, tell me to buy you the bar. I will buy you the bar. Because he's not looked at himself. He just looked at it and he just casted aspersions. And that was why I like when Van Tongen said, it's because we are old. That was why we could not run in front. Hello?
Okay.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Josh and
Joe. Yes, Joseph.
Joe, yeah.
Welcome.
Joseph, good afternoon.
You're welcome.
This is Odin.
Welcome, Obina.
Cousin De Bruyne is a big disgrace to Belgian national team. No apologies. You know, how do you want to explain that? Somebody who is obviously the standing captain of the national team could even open his mouth as wide as humanly possible and still lose twice. How is that? That is ridiculous. You will start to serve as a leader, a motivator to your teammates, and then you could come out and tell us that your team is so. What about when you are younger? What happened? I mean, somebody could remind me how they finished in 2014 World Cup and 2018.
Thank you.
What happened? You know, when you are younger, you people face the fact. So why on earth would you say that they were too old? I mean, you just left the group, and ordinarily you should be looking for a way to absorb the mess you committed in the tournament, and you just went and added the salt to the injury. That is crazy. You know, that guy should not smell the national team colors anymore. They should strip him, both captaincy, armband, and everything.
I 100% agree.
So suspend him. Suspend him for now. It's crazy. It's this collapse to Belgium princes. It is unacceptable. Thank you so much.
I agree with you 100%, Obinna. I agree. This kind of things you have to do. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't say all to this. Well, he said about this, yeah.
And that's that was why Man United let him go. And Ronaldo would dare not say this thing in Portugal.
In Portugal. This is
absolutely dare not, unless if he doesn't want to play again.
For the first game that De Bruyne came out, that collected man of the match, Belgium's XG in that game was 0.82. XG is called expected goals. The goal Batshuayi scored was from a pass by Jan van Tonghen. Old Jan van Tonghen.
The defender who has gone back to play in the local league.
Yes. 0.39. The goal Batshuayi scored was from an XG of 0.39. That means that opportunity, there was a 39% chance Batshuayi was going to score it. 39%. He scored. But De Bruyne, it's not his fault though. You know why I blame? Me and the rest of the Premier League fans that we are always doing something first because of it's terrible. No, this is terrible. We have to be honest with ourselves. He did not conduct himself well. Didn't cover himself well. Hello. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Yeah, for me, that Kevin De Bruyne, you don't know what thing in the talk. Because that squad is not other than Brazilian squad.
Nope.
But if you see that thing,
Hey, Wilson, your line is not clear. Please try to get back in. Your line is not clear. Hello, please try to get back in. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon from where?
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. De Bruyne, you know.
What's your name?
Hello. My name is Johnson.
Welcome, Johnson. Go on. Go on,
Hello.
Johnson. Go on.
Okay, MJ.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, 100%. Go on. Carry on.
Okay. Yeah. Talking of De Bruyne, right?
Yeah.
What De Bruyne said is just like normal thing in football. But like, to be sincere, let me make one statement before you get me wrong. What he did coming out to the media to say it was very wrong. Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. Go on. Oh, try to get back in then. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, FJ.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, FJ.
Yes, good afternoon.
Joe, good afternoon to you. I greet you.
Yeah, we greet you too.
Yeah, Maxwell on the line.
Go on, Maxwell.
Maxwell, the Barcelona first on the line. Yeah, the thing they really talk. That's not true, but you're not supposed to talk like that. You're not supposed to come public, can't talk. You know, try at all, or come to public to say what's happening in their squad. Are they other than the Croatian national team? Are they the Brazilians? Are they other than them?
No.
I don't understand though. Are they other than the Croatian or are they the Brazilians?
Nope.
You're not supposed to talk like that. That thing clamp is the squad down. You're not good at all. You know, so you need to know the squad. I didn't come out to talk this kind of thing. Now, because of the unit, nobody knows the squad. I didn't give my mother to come talk this, you know. Even people got not even doing United. You're not supposed to talk that kind of thing. No good. Not true, but you're not supposed to talk. Okay. No good at all. No try.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I still disagree it's true that they are old, 27 years and 8 months. What was old there? It just looks old. In reality, that is enough to win you a World Cup. The average age from 20.
Okay, minus the age. What I am taking from that looking old is the Belgian national team looks spent. They do not look like the force.
I have a question to ask.
Were.
I have a question to ask. Has Kevin De Bruyne played at the same level he has for City for Belgium?
No.
At any point?
No. No. Maybe.
Is there
maybe
any tournament?
Maybe at some point. Some games in.
No.
Some
Is there any
tournaments.
tournament where he has played, say, close to that level?
2018. 2018 was
close.
Yeah, he was close.
What did they? What did
It
they?
was about Hazard.
What did they do? Where did they finish 2018?
Third.
Now, do you know that in that tournament, Eden Hazard was the second most foul player behind Neymar?
Hazard was perhaps one of the best, top 2 best players, top 3 best players.
So that tournament was about Eden Hazard, not Kevin De Bruyne.
It was the team was built around
So
Hazard.
I need to understand something. So, sorry, Joe, to interrupt you. So, if Eden Hazard is not playing well, and he's not been playing well for about 2 years now.
If there's no Marouane Fellaini and Witsel in the CDM role.
No, but there's Witsel. There's Witsel. No. There's
Witsel is not the Witsel of 20.
Witsel
Josh.
has been playing in and out
Josh.
of Atletico Madrid this season.
Josh.
He's an important player.
Josh.
And he has been doing the role perfectly well.
Playing as a centre back and as a central midfielder.
Yes.
So, you look at the scenario of the Belgian team. Let's be factual here. Jan van Tongen plays for Anderlecht.
Yes.
They play in the Europa Conference League.
Yes.
He starts week in, week out.
Of course.
Dries Mertens has gone to Galatasaray. He plays week in, week out. Simon Mignolet plays for Club Brugge. They're just coming off one of the best group stage performances we've seen of any underdog
Champions League.
in the Champions League.
Best goalkeeper in the world. Thibaut Courtois.
Exactly. Axel Witsel played for Atletico Madrid. We talked about that. Toby Alderweireld plays for Royal Antwerp. Second in the league this season. Imperial start. Kevin De Bruyne, we know the story. Thomas Meunier plays for Dortmund, right wing back, week in, week out. You've got Hans van Aken, who plays for that Club Brugge side. Thorgan Hazard, week in, week out for Borussia Dortmund. Yannick Ferreira Carrasco, week in, week out for Atletico Madrid. Simeone's boy, yes. Michy Batshuayi plays for Fenerbahce, scoring goals front, right, left, and center. Leandro Trossard, the less said, the better. We've seen in the Premier League this season. Leander Dendonkas, not really had so much of game time. But when he comes in for Aston Villa, the quality shines through. Timothy Castagna, Yuri Tillemans, Wout Vaas. We can arguably say Leicester's turnaround in form coincided with Wout Vaas's introduction into the team.
Of course.
And then it's got Tillemans, it's got Castagna, who are playing in that team week in, week out. Loa Openda plays for Lens. Lens are third in the French Division 1. You look at Arthur Thiat, who plays for Ronnais. Ronnais are in the top 5 in France. Charles de Ketelaere, we sing it at Milan this season.
Should have played more at the World Cup.
Should have played more though, yeah, 100%. Amadou Onana comes into Everton, gave them a bit of stability, things and all to go into, but the quality is there. Jeremy Doku, we've seen him this season as well. So you look at all the players this season, apart from Eden Hazard, Eden Hazard, every other player came into this World Cup in good form. And then you come out after one game that you won and said, we're too old. A game that you won. If they had lost, what would you have said? We're spent, cooked.
I think, personally, Kevin De Bruyne himself did not come to this World Cup. He personally didn't come to the World Cup. But I'm still going to stand on the horse that this Belgian side are not as strong as they were in 2018.
Bro, look.
Yes, they can still shock the world and go far, but none of us expected them to reach the semi-final.
What was the qualifying series? What was
none of
the
us
results?
still expected
The results, what were they like? The same old squad.
This old team, they blitzed through qualification. Do you know that under Roberto Martinez, Belgium have only lost to champions?
Yeah.
2018, France. A game that could have gone either way. 2020 and 2021, Italy. A game that could have gone either way as well. So what are we talking about?
Morocco, champions of the world 2022.
So, hello. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, FJ, this is Nate.
You're welcome.
FJ.
Yes.
What Dibona said, he goofed. I'm not going to agree with him, but I want to look it from another place, from another angle.
Yes, help me see from another angle.
I think he was throwing a shade to his defenders, because if you look at the defenders, they always play three center back, right?
Yes.
and the 3 of them are above 33. I think that is what he was trying to say. He just don't want to mention names. I think he was just throwing a shade to Jan Vertonghen, Thomas Meunier, and Toby Alderweireld.
Sorry.
That's what I think anyway.
I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from, 100%. Yeah. But does he know that Thiago Silva is 37?
Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry for that. Apologies for that. Apologies. Please. Sincere apologies if you heard that. Not too good for radio, that one. Does he know that Thiago Silva is 37? Alexandro is 31. How old is Kevin De Bruyne? He said this one. They are 33. They are not enough. Who is he? Let me go to Argentina. Otamendi, 34. Messi, 35. No, let's even look at defenders. Strictly defenders now. Is it not defenders that was always doing the older the berry, the sweeter the juice? The older the berry, the sweeter the juice. He's saying nonsense. Italy won Euros with a defense of the combined age of 65. Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Definitely was on the line.
You're welcome.
Is it not De Bruyne that he say he have problem with Couture? If he wants to say he having problem with the teammate, he should say it than coming to say they are too old. If he having problem with them, he should say he have problem and they not could make it.
Okay, you are saying if he has a problem with the player, I should have just said he had a problem with the player. And not just come out and say the team is old.
Just come out. You should not come out and say that they are too old.
I agree with you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Yes. I agree with you. If Belgium has any problem, it's surely not in defense. They kept 2 clean sheets. In this World Cup, that is the most. 2 clean sheets.
That's the most in this World Cup. Especially with how abysmal Belgium were, especially with how they pressed Belgium. Like, if not for a consistent Moroccan side, it might have ended 0-0.
Yes.
If not for a British
Moroccan side. Yes, I agree with you. I agree 100%.
Was on form.
Yes.
This is just like saying Belgium is as good as the Polish defense.
What?
As good as the Polish goalkeeper.
Hello.
But the same way Poland could not score, Belgium could not score.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, FG.
Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon, Josh and Joe.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, my name is Ayo.
Welcome, Ayo.
As far as I'm concerned, the stats you've read out.
Oh, Ayo. Try to get back in. 09040,889, 09041,889. There's one thing we used to say back when I was in school. They would say, Omerule. Hey, he's dropping lamba. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon from where? What's your name?
My name is Jay Johnson.
Welcome, Jay.
Yeah, how are you?
Fine, and yours as well? And you as well?
Nice job you guys are doing.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I wanted to say something before my line called.
Okay.
Yes, De Bruyne, let nobody get me wrong. He's just saying the normal thing. Let me tell you what De Bruyne is trying to say. You know, these guys that played this game in 2018, from 2016 to 2018, close to 2020 when they got to the Euro and all that. Those guys, they were in peak of their game and a bit young, 28, 29 then. They couldn't really win then. You know, it was a disappointment when Belgium did not do well. I think it was in World Cup or Euro, something like that. It was a kind of disappointment because they were in top notch. Hazard was playing good football. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
But now, when you check the team now, this guy, Botagon and Toby, they have gone even back to smaller team now. That time they played, they were in their peak, they were a good generation. Those guys were in their good form. They couldn't do it.
Sorry, Jay.
They couldn't do it. Wait, let me finish.
Okay.
I know the statistic you might say, what
No. Go on, Jay. Go on.
Let me explain something. Let me explain. when Cannavaro won the World Cup with Italy.
Yes.
He's not playing in a smaller team. He didn't go back to smaller teams. Those people are exceptional defenders that even at their peak, at 6, at 7, they are still playing. Therefore, Silva, you are calling. Just finish from PSG, come to Chelsea and still playing in the highest level. You can't compare them with Toby that has gone back from just 30 and 3 years. You are going back to smaller teams. Are you getting what I'm saying now?
Is Otamendi playing at the big team?
Like Hazard, the main player there in the team that time, that was supposed to be Hazard is assumed he's not even up to 33, but he's performing as somebody who is 38. That is the old De Bruyne mean. But he is not supposed to come out to the media and say it. This thing is something like he already calculated and you just have to just point it out. Because the guy is a very sincere guy. This guy, they gave him man of the match that they say he didn't deserve it, that they just used his name to give him. I didn't know if you heard him say something like that.
Yeah, I said it at the start. I said it when we started.
Yeah, so this guy is not like what he said is out of proportion, but the way in the media, the whole team will be demoralized because number one, he's the leader of the team, he's part of the leaders of the team. You are just, this kind of thing, what thing will happen, but look, I just see. I waiting him for do. I know say we not go do anything, but look, I just see. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Or he made a big mistake there. But then we should not condemn him that it's just something that came out. Media sometimes will make you to even open up. You won't know when you have opened up.
You see,
are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. So please, let's not, because that guy is a very nice guy. It's not that I'm a City fan or I support De Bruyne for anything, but when somebody make a point, we should just pick something from it. I'm not saying the other team is not the oldest, but those guys that are old there, that are supposed to have experience, they are not more playing in the highest level. How long has Hazard played ball for Real Madrid? Yeah, I know he's not up to 35, but he's playing. You are not Ronaldo is still playing till last season, but since 2 seasons now, Hazard has not played anything in anywhere. So that is what De Bruyne meant, but not really average of the whole team that came to the World Cup. No, he's not analyzing. He's talking about their own quality, ability, and everything. Because if we are young, there's this possibility of performing better. Just let us take it.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You guys, there's something I have been trying to call since we are talking about Super Eagles, but it's been, I don't know if I can say it.
We are past that already, sorry. We are past that already.
Okay.
Yes, don't worry.
Okay,
we'll
no
still talk about it tomorrow as well. Yes.
Okay. So you understand what I mean? It's not
Yes.
like when someone makes some point, we should not condemn it totally that because of statistics. No, there's something he has seen in the team.
No,
the performance of the quality of those players have reduced.
I'm not
very
going to,
well.
I'm not
Very well.
I
You know the team very well. Munier was in PSG before. Where is he now?
He's at Dortmund.
So those things.
He's playing Champions League
He's at
football.
Dortmund. Dortmund doesn't have quality players now. They are struggling.
He's playing Champions
Dortmund
League
is not
football.
Dortmund of that time that they can win league. They can. Dortmund even in Champions League, they are not performing well.
This is a team that's 1 year out of winning the DFB Pokal.
No, the German Cup, if you win it, it's not that problem. I'm talking about there was a time they can compete with Bayern Munich, but you can see they are not more competing. That's what I am saying. Even in Champions League, there was a time Borussia Dortmund can get to the final, but they don't have those qualities, right? So if Munier is playing there, who replaced Akanji there? Their best player now, Jude, they want to sell him. They don't keep playing anymore to compete. Munier is just playing to retire there, bro. Let us. Belgium team already, they are performing. When you have that kind of backline, you don't expect to win the World Cup. That's their backline. They are experienced, but they are not in the highest level anymore.
Thank you.
So that's just what it is. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I still disagree. Nicolas Otamendi played for Benfica, Argentina in the round of 16. To me, look, you have to make a very strong case, an extremely strong case to defend whatever he said. That has to be the most asinine thing I've heard from him. Yes, I said it. It was asinine. You cannot come out and say this department. We just said it now. They kept 2 clean sheets. That means you guys down the field did not handle your business. If really, you felt you guys were, take the ball. I did not see him create an opening where, you know all those shots I used to play at City, where he would just take the ball, drive forward and shoot. He didn't do them. This thing I just said, he did it twice against Chelsea, where he was close. There was no space. De Bruyne took the ball, took the game in his hands, and said, "Look, we're not winning this game." Let's be factual here. If it's Cristiano Ronaldo that said this thing, Ronaldo's good again. Well, it's De Bruyne, but now it's De Bruyne. It's not what he said is the truth. If you look at the team, but Ronaldo can't say Maguire is cooked. He can't say, how can you have a sporting director be the coach? He can't say that. But De Bruyne can say the defense is cooked, eh? They are old. They are old. They are old. Come on. Come on. I mean, the coach started you in the last game. He gave you the keys. You had 60 minutes. You couldn't do anything. Still, it was still that same old defense that was bailing you out.
This World Cup should have been Kevin De Bruyne's international moment.
Bro!
Because he is the most informed output player
in the team.
Belgium. And this is the time that he needs to.
He wet the bed.
He really is the best midfielder in the world out there. But Luka Modric is still proving it. Even Fede Valverde for lowly Uruguay is still doing it. Bruno Fernandes is still taking the world by storm.
Do you know what he just did? I mean, for a moment there, it just made me be like, Joe may be right. Bruno Fernandes is actually better than this guy.
For a moment.
I mean, for a moment, I'm going to be honest with you. For a moment. I mean, I just sounded like, okay, maybe Bruno's actually, maybe Joe is right. I mean, because I just saw Bruno play 2 games for Portugal. He dominated the thing. 2 goals, 2 assists.
Contributions.
And this guy took the game.
Should have been the man of the match in the first game.
100%. Took the game in his hands. And the guy saw, Ronaldo is sticking up the place. Come on. These guys are sticking up the place. Took the game up. This guy played with a 39-year-old Pepe in defense. Danilo, a midfielder who is a perennial bedwetter. Someone is telling me Jan van Tongen is old. They are playing in Belgium. These guys,
they almost cost them
bro,
against Ghana.
They are playing.
They have a Thibaut Courtois
fam.
That consistently.
Look, I don't even want to hear anything. You have 2 players that are playing in Europa League, Europa Conference League. That is not an excuse. They are playing in Europe. I don't care if they play in the Belgian League. That same Belgian League team, Club Brugge, they beat Atletico Madrid this season.
And then there's a man in the Belgian League who's lighting the league by storm.
Bro, I'm not even going to go too far. Hello?
Yeah, the little Saturday weekend goes you guys in the studio.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Delicious Saturday to you too. You're welcome.
Yeah. Talk about getting the donor comment in the so I make my own statement. Let me just say something. This team is no better than Croatia team. This Belgian team as it stands. They are not better than Croatia team.
Oh.
The Italian team that won the
Euros
recently. Leonardo Bonucci and what is the man?
And Giorgio Cellini. 34 and 37. 71 years combined.
Jose Mourinho said that you need to go and study these guys. These guys, you need to go and study these guys how they defend. And let me tell you, at the time of Real Madrid, these guys don't think from rock the reports. Because the fact that they at least, they don't believe in that is because when you are playing Eden Hazard, not Eden Hazard, especially Eden Hazard, you have to play 9 when you are taking Eden Hazard. Then that is clear. No need to argue that. That is done as the Leo has not been recording crazy numbers at national team and Eden Hazard. Talking about my third point. Kevin De Bruyne and Van Togam saga, sending of work, basically affect the team. That is the truth about it. Because any place that there is no team, you can find it just to come out there, right? So, the other thing that this or that happens. When they make it, that is the first, after the starters in World Cup this in last night today. I just have the starters on World Cup this week. The maybe the best about the World Cup is that they not the one goal. The best achievement is 50. And then the number is still alive. So nothing like it. Even after the game, the one of one of them come and say that there is something going on inside the game that won't let me get to you. After that comment, I use my hope that they will never ever. That's the result they get against me as they work. That is the truth. Nothing like as you are home or you are not doing okay. Let me tell you, if I partake right now, you cannot call 3 December current in the world without telling you that they see that no matter how sentiment. And what is Brazilian team? That will have control most of the attack at the end of partake. You can say yes, you don't have much strength, but when you are working, it's very good to work. So when you are saying that the sporting, when you're talking about defense, other one is not up to 34. Van Gogh, you said there are no people who that get better at the old stage. So the last time concerned, what caused this point that I found? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I agree with you 100%. 09040,889, 09041,889. Get on board. Kuko, please cook. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Joe.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to everyone in the studio.
Good afternoon to you too.
I think the problem of Belgium, I think is Kevin De Bruyne is the problem.
Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Kola.
Go on, Kola.
How can you come out and say the whole team are very old? Italy stood their ground against England, almighty youngest England, and win Euro. Why can't I don't even understand what Kevin De Bruyne was saying. He has not improved his game. He's only playing for Man City. He has not even tried to improve his game to the national level, national team. To make it worse, now come out and say the whole team was very old, which is very wrong now. I think he's trying to cover himself that he knows that he has not lived up to the expectation.
Yes.
I think that's why he just came out and said something like that.
100%. I agree.
Thank you.
Thank you very much right there for getting on board. I agree. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon, Fremont.
This is Ifai from Captain.
Go on, Ifai.
They say may your enemies be confused like Saudi national team after beating South American champion and then don't know what to do again. As for the Belgium matter, I blame their coach. Because the brain and the mind is not there. Instead of you to bench him, since he had made that comment, he's not playing with the other team. Bench him. I know when we are small, if Nigeria they play ball, everybody wants to see Okocha. Okocha play. If Okocha don't play Nigeria, it be like Nigeria not go win.
Yeah.
Where is the Okocha? Bench him. Put others. Let others do the work. You keep 2 clean sheets and you leave him there. Now I blame the coach, not the Bruyne, because he has made up talk what is in his mind. He has been carrying that grudges before they get to that Qatar. He carried that grudges. After the first game, he voiced it out, and the coach still leaves him. After the damage has been done, they supposed bench him, put people that want to do, all that want to work. How many chances did he create? But he created chances at Manchester City. How many chances did he create as a midfielder? How many chances did he create? And he say others are very old. Is he not old? I blame the coach. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I don't blame him.
Thank you. 09040,889, 09041,889. He says he blames the coach for using him since he knew that he was saying that nonsense. Hello, Spoon Drink.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, from where?
My name is Christian.
Welcome, Christian.
First time calling to your program.
Oh, the bell's for you.
Before I say, how old is Kevin De Bruyne?
31.
What?
31.
Okay. Before next World Cup, it will be like that kind 36, 30,
yeah,
35.
It will be 35, yes.
So, if you see Kevin De Bruyne, if you look at that Belgian team, the problem Belgium have for this World Cup is Kevin De Bruyne and their keeper. That is the problem. When you look how Kevin De Bruyne play for Man City, and look how Kevin De Bruyne play for Belgium, it's not the same thing. They don't even come close at all.
Yeah.
They not even come close at all. If you see Kevin De Bruyne for Man City, they play ball. That match don't hard the way where you say Kevin De Bruyne go make everything day easy for Man City.
Yes.
Okay, if on a Man City, he go fit all this kind of thing for Man City.
No.
If you go fit talk for Man City, say the back lines don't hold. If you see the Thiago Silva is one of the best defender in this World Cup. One of the best defender in Premier League, English Premier League today. How old is he? So when person see old people say, oh, this old man come up for road. People like say, you know, go old tomorrow. For the next World Cup now, it will be that kind 35, 36 years. So all those young players away there that time, they go to tell and say there are too much old players in this team. Oh, if you look that one of the problem where Belgium get for this World Cup is Kevin De Bruyne, because he not even contribute anything at all. He not even contribute anything at all for this World Cup. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right there for getting through. My last piece on this is this. This guy played alongside Bakary Sagna, Gael Clichy, and Vincent Kompany. They were cooked when he was playing with them. Played with Pablo Zabaleta. He has no right moral standing to say a team is old. He should shut up, stop spring drivel. He's happy now. He has gone back to Manchester. They won't win the league. They won't win Champions League. Me, I have dedicated myself. I have decided I will devote myself now because of this nonsense he has done. Sometimes all you just need to do is keep your mouth shut, bro. Don't say nothing. There was no need. It was unnecessary. You just broke the team into two, and now you are going to go back. You are now going to go back to your clubs.
All because of heartbreak.
They are going to point the finger at the manager, who has resigned, by the way. And now the new manager will be left with he's coming into a broken dressing room. There's a lot of work to do.
There will not be thoughts on should he drop one of
this person.
The most informed players.
Okay, drop Hazard, drop Courtois. Let's pay the bills when we come back. Of course, we're still on Football Live. And in about 20 minutes, we'll open our World Cup studios. Don't touch it. The action continues.
Look how dangerous!
Football Live are proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM has gone beyond one league.
How many do you want?
Sport fans, where you? More ways to take enjoy and package sport informate as you day on the go. Now to follow us on top our social media platform and website as it dey hot. Breaking news we day. Live updates with full ground. Transfer gist and confirmed gist with all the betalicious analysis where they inside sports. Now we deserve like hot cake. Sharply follow us on top Twitter and Instagram at Brila FM 889. For Facebook, follow Sports Radio Brila FM. Come still visit our website, wey be www.brila.net. Make you no miss anything as we carry on closer to the action.
Premier League is not UEFA. Small body, my engine bigger gun. Leko, you already know it is Mr. Money with good news from Paris Match. And as person with sharp, you must collect this season. So yeah, get up to 220% welcome bonus to bet on sport and casino. 500% ACA bonus for a bigger win and enjoy fast payout any day, anytime. And for the season World Cup special, win a share of the 10 million Terminator jackpot when you bet on Paris Match. Visit parismatch.ng to sign up today. Paris Match, they play, you win.
Brila.
A bigger sports experience just for you on several platforms. Sports Radio.
Brila FM.
Enjoy our services on www.brila.net.
Anywhere. Everywhere.
Subscribe to Brila Sports TV on YouTube.
Watch, like, and share our videos. Brila.
It's a total sports media experience. Anywhere. Everywhere.
Good day, sir.
How you doing? Welcome.
I'm very fine, sir. Okay, see the job, I don't bring and come.
Okay, everything.
Yeah, everything I did, sir, including the banner and the flyers.
Okay, let me quickly take a look at. Nice one. These flyers are sharp. Yeah, nice one.
Okay, I tell you before, say, I go do you well. I don't change the people when I dey work with. Now, I dey work with Brila Press.
No, I complained the other time. Even my boss complained about everything.
Now make me come change to Brila Press. Now, Brila Press, I dey work with now.
I can see everything. They are very sharp, very sharp.
You don't need to tell me, okay, anything when you want print, carry and go Brila Press.
Oh, yes. Brila Press. At Brila Press, we guarantee you the best in quality printing with up-to-date technology. Our services include idea generation, conceptualization, design and production from cards, calendars, books, magazines, t-shirts, banners and souvenirs. Brila Press is located at 150 Ikorodu Road at Deboale House, Onyepanu, Lagos. Call us on 070-8860-6282 or 070-8860-6252. For inquiries, email press@brila.net. Our website is www.brilapress.com.
Brila Press. On time, every time.
Football Live, our proof that Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM has gone beyond one league.
Football Live. There's nothing like it on weekends.
Football Live.
Sports Radio Brila FM is still Football Live on your frequency of champions. Yes, indeed, in about 20 minutes, say 19 minutes now, we will be opening our World Cup studios, bringing you coverage of the game between the Netherlands and USA. However, before we sign off for Football Live this beautiful Saturday afternoon that descends into an evening, former Real Madrid forward Hugo Sanchez has suggested that Spain lost to Japan in their final group game so they could avoid tournament favorites Brazil in the World Cup quarterfinal. Japan, Spain and Germany were involved in one of the most dramatic evenings in World Cup history on Thursday as they battled to qualify from Group E. Costa Rica gave the Germans a serious run for their money, but ended up losing 4-2, while outsiders Japan secured top spot after a dramatic 2-1 victory over Spain. The game, of course, included a controversial VAR call for Altanaka's winner, a decision that was replayed over and over and over again. The question is simple. Do you agree with Hugo Sanchez? Two-time World Cup attendee, played for the Mexican national team, one-time all-time Mexican all-time top scorer. Man says, hey, look at it. He'd be like, say, then purposely lose. Do you agree with Hugo Sanchez that Spain intentionally lost to Japan? Do you agree? He said them purposely lose, Joe. This thing girl can't win inside. Spain lose to Japan? Did you watch the first half? Look at what they did in the second half. Hugo Sanchez believes the Spaniard intentionally lost to the Japanese. Get on board 09040,889, 09041,889. They're trying to avoid a meeting with Brazil in the quarterfinal. Do you agree with Hugo Sanchez? Spain trying to avoid a meeting with Brazil in the quarterfinal. Did they intentionally lose? They set up a meeting with Morocco after that 2-1 defeat. Hello, good afternoon.
Oh, FJ, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Josh, good afternoon. Joe, good afternoon to you. Yeah, Maxwell on the line, the Barcelona Festival on the line.
Go on, Maxwell.
You see, I can't with the inside more. FJ, you only speak Igbo now. I can't with the inside though. I can't with the inside. That's why they check people tickets. They check tickets that day. So doing food. We back tickets for our year that day. No be small, you know. We don't understand. We don't understand their plans. You don't see that first half. They dominate first half, tire.
Maybe Sanchez put something or something. Maybe. For him to have said it,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Sanchez to put something or something.
Put something like.
Yes, nah. Because if you don't put something, you can't come out and see that Spain.
You know, go talk
How do you...
this thing, I don't understand though. But they don't try that day. They don't try. Then they get people tickets. You know good, yeah. You know good. No good. FJ. Japan and then go face Brazil. Either come on quarterfinal.
Yes, if Japan beat Croatia, they are the ones that will play Brazil.
Now house then go. Now house then go. When I go meet when I go back to Tokyo. Now house then go that. Thank you, FJ.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Tell Luis Enrique that thing do no good though.
Don't worry.
You know good.
We'll have an opportunity
you know good.
when they play Morocco.
Call him now, tell him.
Okay, now, thank you very much. Hugo Sanchez say, did you watch the first half? Watch the first half, watch the second half. You want to tell me say they don't purposely play him? They purposely lost. Hugo Sanchez was having none of it. There was surprise when he said it on Mexican TV. Hugo, you know what you're talking about? You played in Spain. You won the Pichichi Trophy and you are accusing them of intentionally losing games. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon from where?
Yeah, this is Bishop calling.
Welcome, Bishop.
Good afternoon. I think this is Josh, right?
This is FJ. We've got Josh and Joe with me.
Okay, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, welcome.
I can't believe I got through.
You've got into now.
Just with one dial. I want to ask one question. See, I listen to this radio station every day. How do some people do it? They have to call in, and no matter what, they will get through. Meanwhile, people like us, People like us, we call like 1 million times. We are not getting even in the night.
Is Akoi Grace. Now Grace has found you.
Grace. I need that grace too.
Grace has found you.
I need that grace. Well, I've been following your discussion. It's nice, and Brila is I don't know which other radio station to compare with. You guys are doing a top-notch job and feeding us with the right information and entertainment as well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Just ask you to keep up the good job.
Thank you very much.
I want to believe, with your last, talking point there, I want to believe, there could be some, some things to it. I think Spain purposely, somehow find a way to lose that match so that they can avoid Brazil. Because I watched that game, you understand? The Spaniards, they had the control of this game. In the first half, they could have killed off this game. But somehow they were, I think somebody is feeding them with information of what is going on from the other game. And the coach was, interpreting that to the players. But look, do this, do that. If they were in a position that they have to win that match to qualify, I am very 100% sure that Spain will have won that match. You understand? But because they know that nothing is at stake, and by losing, you'll be avoiding a bigger trouble, they find a way of, just
wetting the bed.
Yes, that I felt so, sincerely speaking, and I think something like that too transpired in another group. I don't know whether it's the last group, Brazil or something. I wouldn't want to, I don't know sure, but that of Spain, I am very, very sure that something like that, happened. But all in all, the World Cup has been, full of surprises. Has been full of entertainment, surprises, and it has never. It's just a pity Nigeria is not part of this. It's part of it this time around. But it has lived up to expectation, and the organization, everything, very, very okay. Now that we are in the knockout group, this is the business end of the whole thing. Everybody knows that.
You snooze, you lose.
You lose, you go home. That's just it. All right. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for picking my call.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's for you. Thank you very much. Yes.
Like second time.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome from Wa. Hello. Good afternoon. Try to get back in. 09040,889, 09041,889. Yes, let's take your thoughts. Are you in the Hugo Sanchez school? I'm not. I don't believe you intentionally go out to lose a game. Hello. I've played way too many amateur games, so no people intentionally don't lose out to go out to lose a game. How can you go out intentionally to lose? Because they went out intentionally to sabotage Algeria. That's a different thing. You want to sabotage, not to lose. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
FJ.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Joy.
You're welcome, Joy.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Joy.
Welcome, Joy.
Talking about Spain, I did not believe what that person said, though, because possession cannot win you matches. The coach of Japan, he just read that game. He used his should I say technical experience. He only wanted in that game was just to win. It's not possession now. He win the 100% possession without winning the game. It's not what we came from now.
Yes.
So Japan, they just read meaning to the game. He just told his player, "It's go we want. Forget about the possession. Let the Spain take the possession, but just score the goals." And that is what they did.
100%. I agree with you, Joy. I agree with you 100%. You are very correct. Thank you very much. Japan had 17% possession. That is the least possession any team that has won a game in the World Cup has. 17%. They saw the game. They saw it. I mean, they read it easily. Hello. Yes, good afternoon.
Salut.
Salut.
Good afternoon. Yeah, ça va?
Yeah, ça va très bien. Et vous?
Ça va très bien.
Carry on.
My name is Carlos.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Carlos.
About the World Cup, we are now in the stage when you lose no chance again, you are out.
Yes, sir.
For me, I think Brazil is the team that I think can win this cup. There's no doubt about that, no matter what anybody says. But for the game today, I think Senegal is playing
tomorrow
with England. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, today is
Netherlands,
who is playing
USA.
first?
Yes, Netherlands, USA, Argentina, Australia.
Okay, Argentina. They are not too fantastic this time, but I think they will still move ahead. They will move ahead of Australia. Argentina will still have. They always find a way. And then USA, I think it's out for them. I don't think they can go more than that.
Okay.
But I think the people that have this cup is Argentina. Maybe they'll play with Spain in the final or so. I mean, Spain or France, any of those big dogs.
Well, they will meet Spain before they get to the final. So
that's what I'm saying.
Argentina will meet Spain before they get to the final.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Raji.
Yes, sir. Thank you. 09040,089. Okay, yeah, that's true. Because if Spain had topped the group, well, a bit of news concerning the World Cup. A 3-time World Cup winner is the one we're talking about now. His name is Pelé. Edson do Nascimento. El Rey, greatest to kick a ball. He has been moved into the end-of-life care at the hospital where he is. He's not responding to chemotherapy. Remember, he had a treatment for cancer a couple of months ago. Seems like it's not getting better. We wish him all the very best. We wish him good recovery there as well. Don't want to hear about all those things. One of the worst days of my young life was hearing about the passing of Diego Armando Maradona. I didn't want to accept. I love Maradona. My childhood was incomplete without Maradona. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my name.
Yes, good
My
evening,
name is
Frema.
Paul.
You're welcome, Paul.
Yeah, please, I think I agree with the lady that called last. Because if you watch that Spain-Japan match, Japan had only two chances.
Yes,
and
and
they
they
made
scored.
use of it. I think those are the only 2 shots on goal that they had.
Yeah.
So I think their coach must have told them that possession is not all about winning. So I quite agree with that lady. So what that man, Sanchez or whatever is saying, I don't believe it. Nobody wants to have possession like that and want to lose match. Nobody. And say that they are avoiding Brazil. For you to be a champion, you need to beat the best. To beat a champion.
Yes.
So I disagree with him 110%. He's not saying the truth. There's no Akanwo inside. Japan played that match, had a game plan, and it worked for
They
them.
executed it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. I agree with you on that. Japan had a game plan, executed it. Let's take one more call and, of course, take the thoughts of the guys, and then we open the World Cup studios. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, my name is Uche.
Welcome, Uche.
Yeah, FJ, from you, Spain, chef, Spain, they just got luck to qualify. So I have one of the callers that was saying that Spain was playing, but they know that there's nothing at stake. There was something at stake. If not for Germany beating Costa Rica, I didn't think that Costa Rica have their way with Germany when they were leading 2-1. Spain would have been knocked out because beating Germany will make Ecuador to have Costa Rica to have 6 points, and Japan beating Spain make them to have 6 points. So both of Germany and Spain will have been knocked out. So it was just lucky. They were just lucky. Not that they were trying to avoid Brazil and they were almost gone out. Just that the luck of football was on their side. I didn't think that Germany was just an ordinary team. Costa Rica would have beaten them and Spain would have been gotten knocked out where they are trying to avoid Brazil. So for me, Spain God just saved them. That is for me. They just narrowly qualified. It was narrowly through Germany. Germany was the one that helped them to qualify. If not, they would have been knocked out. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I agree with you 100%. Well, of course, it's the World Cup. And hey, drama, more drama. We expect more drama today. The Netherlands will take on USA. I wanted to say against Argentina.
USA!
The Netherlands will take on USA. We are about to witness total football against Super Soccer. There are 2 different soccers. There's Super Soccer and Super Soccer. If you know, you know. But total football against Super Soccer. Netherlands against the USA. We're going to see that. That's in about 22 minutes. But yes, we'll be opening our World Cup studios in a minute. But of course, we'll take the thoughts of the guys. Joe, it's been a beautiful past 3.5 hours with you.
Well, it has been great, and of course, we are looking forward to the best. the first knockout game at the World Cup, Netherlands versus the United States of America. I call them the piece of football. They are just coming up. And of course, we can expect... They have gotten?
They are coming up.
I beg, they are coming up.
When the devil was sleeping.
Well, I just feel good about the game because yes, we are going to witness total football versus the soccer. Everybody is still kind of at large of what USA can really offer in terms of football, and of course it's really great that football is really growing in that part of the world, and of course World Cup is the best place to showcase that growth. So however it may turn out today, I think USA they've done good, to tell us they are actually coming out there. And maybe in the next 4 years, it could be the golden generation Belgium thought they had. So that's what I think.
Okay, Josh, final words for me.
Football against soccer. Of course, soccer. I would want soccer to win because I love upsets in the World Cup. But I believe football is Van Gaal's era. This is Van Gaal's era. Soccer can even beat Argentina. Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. But minus that, though, I mean, this is Louis van Gaal's Netherlands. They are always a resilient team, a difficult team to beat, and who knows? We could probably see them in the semi-finals. Who knows? And the last time Louis van Gaal's team lost at the World Cup, they lost to Argentina. So perhaps time for revenge. I think they bruised through. They bruised through the USA. USA have tried, showing consistency. 2014 round of 16, 2022 round of 16. So nice one from the Americans.
Well, of course, now let's take a breather. When we come back, the World Cup studio opens. The topmost striker, myself, Josh, and Joe, still taking you closer to the action. It is still Sports Radio.